This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am Johnny, your DM, and this is a live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast, currently running through Waterdeep, Dragon Heist. This is Season 5, Episode 11. We've got the Trollskull Trio involved in some hijinks and shenanigans, all leading up to a Winter Shield party. Before we get into it, just some brief info about us. You can find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Give us a follow, send us a tweet. Let's have some awesome conversations about what's going on in the podcast so far. You can also find us on our own website at www.flyinglegendstudio.com and on any app that plays a podcast. You can also find us on the YouTubes if you want to catch up on any videos or anything like that. Play it in the background, just have some fun. This episode has a bit of everything. Let's get right into it. I'll see you at the break. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast, Season 5, Episode 11, or if you're French, Episode 11.
We're not French.
We're not French, no.
I'm half French.
That's true.
Lindsay's in Montreal right
French.
now.
That's it.
As a just gonna take a quick break because one of the funniest jokes I ever heard is pizza never works in Quebec because the number is 9 7 11. Just doesn't roll off the tongue. But back to Dungeons and Dragons. So last time we were here, a lot happened. You
Part 2 of the longest day.
Part 3 of the longest day.
Oh my good God!
It can't be still the same
It's
day.
still, well, it's now after midnight.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten to bed yet.
Essentially.
Yeah. So you had the community meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You had I'm trying to remember if you guys did anything before the community meeting that I'm just blanking.
we met that dragon.
Well, that happened after that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Basically, we've learned that Hadar and that blood magic guy, Harko refused to leave.
Harko and Hadar.
Harko and Hadar are our new
H&H.
H&H are always at the manor now.
They should host like a stand-up night or something.
Oh no!
It's Harko and Hadar improv night.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I believe you also hired them to get rid of the rats in your basement.
Oh yeah, we did.
And we have our misfit son,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that apple brat.
Martin.
Yeah. Martem.
Martem.
Yeah, Martem is
Close.
also living at the house now.
Look,
oh my
I remembered
gosh.
something, sort
Yeah,
of.
no, that was awesome. And the meeting went well, and then we went down to the dock ward and met with just a regular old troupe of circus performers.
Just totally fine circus
They
performers.
weren't
Full
at
of lies.
all just members of the Brigandeth.
Who also somehow knew how to speak Dark Elven Sign Language.
Those jerks. And then
Then they gave you an envelope.
yeah, and they gave me an envelope, and I have.
Oh yeah, and
feelings
like
about it.
Jarlaxle was there, and like a whole bunch of backstory for Amalika and whatnot.
So if you're listening to this episode without the last one, go back now.
Yeah, you're missing out on a
Oh
lot.
my God!
Then we met the dragon.
There's a
Yeah.
bronze dragon. There's a
He's just chilling.
Laerel Silverhand. I can never say that name properly.
Oh yeah, and then we end with meeting the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? What did I do?
At the very, very end, a hooded elf figure, I believe, revealed herself, and we recognized her as the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Laerel Silverhand. Yes, I will.
Was I asleep at this?
It was the
I definitely was. I was just really hanging on.
It was the very end.
Yeah, it was the very last thing that happened. That was the cliffhanger we left off.
Yeah, you met her.
Yeah,
I
she was
have
wearing...
no recollection of this whatsoever.
She was also wearing a cloak of invisibility at the same time as well.
I think this would be a good thing for Diana Rigg to do now that Game of Thrones is over.
Wait, who's Diana Rigg?
I don't know. She was some old lady. Spoiler alert. Hey, wait a minute. You people have all watched Game of Thrones obsessively for years and given me so many
It's
up-to-the-minute
dead to me.
updates that now
dead to
I
me.
have memories
She
of
was
this TV
Emma
show I've
Peel
ever
from the
seen.
Avengers, man. The original cat suit.
Apparently
Yeah,
she was
okay.
some old baroness who said bitchy things. I watched a super cut of all the bitchy things
yeah,
she
oh,
said.
She's the Rose.
She's Elena?
Yeah, she's Elena.
And then at the end, she
I know
died,
that.
and she was like, "I also poisoned you."
Oh,
And then
yeah.
she was like,
She was great.
That was a good exit.
She's like the Downton Abbey, like, grandmother, like the
She seemed like the
snarky-
dowager countess of this whole thing.
Yep. I am here
I-
for every single sassy, like, old lady in every show ever.
But you met her because she's kind. It's like so.
Thank you for bringing that background.
So Waterdeep's run by a council member where you have the masked lords of Waterdeep, and they kind of like do like city council type of stuff, but they all wear masks, so you don't really know who they are. You can choose to become unmasked, but the head of the council is the Open Lord of Waterdeep, kind of like the president, the mayor of the city, because each city kind of works like a city-state, its own kind of mini country, which is what the Lord's Alliance is made up of, is a bunch of city-states that work together. And Laeral Silverhand is a very, very exceptionally old high elf who is in charge of Waterdeep after Lord Neverember got ousted. I guess that'd be season 2 that happened.
Interesting.
That all happened in the
Say
background.
Never again.
So this is our president person.
Yeah, she's the lady, you know, those magical badges you have?
She can track us with those.
Oh.
Yeah. In fact, that's how she knew you were there.
So magical Justin Trudeau.
Yeah. Even more magical.
Fancier hair as well.
Oh, yeah. Such
How
good hair.
dare you?
It's true. No, her hair is like sentient, magical, long silver hair that,
Okay.
like Cousin It.
Oh, I do love Cousin It.
But like you can see her face, and she's quite tall and elegant. But we will join.
Okay.
We will join
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
It's around midnightish in the dock ward in the wintertime. So like that blowing of wind and snow coming through the alley. You saw those couple of dark elf agents go skittering up the side of the building wall and disappearing into the darkness as Laeral Silverhand, sorry, got to remember to pronounce it right. Pronounce it right. There we go. It's gonna be one of those days.
Pronounce it tonight, folks.
Gonna be a good night. You see her sitting there with only part of her face revealed and her hair flowing out from underneath the invisible cloak.
Stylish.
As she's holding a letter in her hand saying like, welcome my guardians of Waterdeep. I knew you were in the area, so I thought this was the best chance to have this meeting.
Wait, I have a quick backtrack question.
Sure.
How did we end up in this alley? Like we were teleported there?
Oh, when you took the dinghy back, you succeeded on a perception check to see these dark elf agents in an alleyway.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Excuse me, floating head lady. Are you who I think you are?
Are you a goddess?
You see her take back the cloak of invisibility. You see like this long white and silver gown and robe as her hair just kind of fully unfurls. You'll notice it's kind of like that, got that Doctor Strange cloak of levitation type of life to it. As you see like the strands and braids of hair just kind of grab the cloak and peel it back. And you see like this, she's about 6'5", long, elegant features, very elf-like or delicate, but still has that kind of like forced arcane resoluteness to her.
Medusa meets like
Like a Medusa
Doctor
became
Strange.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Predusa. And she says, I'm sorry, what was the... she said, are you... And she just pulls back her cloak of invisibility and says, yes, I am.
Yeah, you got me convinced. What are you doing here at the docks? It's dangerous around these parts at night.
However, great cloak reveal.
Yeah, killing it.
You see her smile, like just that slow little wry smile curl up. She says, well, this was the best place and opportunity to meet anonymously with the agents of Jarlaxle.
Yeah, I mean, we know that
agent.
Joe Laxel guy. Yeah, I mean, agents, that's a little strong.
You were on his boat not too long ago.
Yeah, we definitely were on his boat.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't go there. We thought, as fans of the circus,
We were posing as circus enthusiasts.
we are circus enthusiasts.
Well, are we still, sir? I've lost the thread of this goddess.
Give me a deception check.
That's no deception.
No,
That's
for
the truest thing I've said.
for the circus there, you went there because you're fans of the circus.
Oh,
Oh,
me.
that was your lie, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
what am I doing?
Deception.
Oh, wait, I've got...
You got decent
Yeah,
deception.
you should have decent.
Oh, I have 10. That's not the worst.
That does not beat her passive.
God damn it. Well, I mean, it was only... I only rolled a 5. I mean, I had this coming. It's fine.
Yes, the circus run by Dark Elves and Illusion at the docks.
Okay, but to be fair, we really didn't know that.
Yeah, we were out investigating the fireball this morning, and we thought they were actually just circus performers working with nimble rights. Turns out that was a dead lead, and in fact, it is the head of the Brigandere.
illusions upon illusions. Hey, what do you know about the fireball this morning?
She's like, I actually know very little about the fireball, but it's good to see that members of the City Watch are actively investigating and coming to finding answers and discovering what's behind the illusions. Although I don't believe Jarlaxle is attached to it or inspired it in any way.
Now I know you. You're the lady on my badge.
It's like technically the badge is actually just like a moon and a sun.
Oh, I thought it was like her face.
No.
Oh.
She actually she says, well, I don't believe Jarlaxle has anything to do with the fireball.
Yeah, we gathered that too.
But he does have. He's been prepping for an offer to make to get into the Lord's Alliance with the Luskan Islands.
Oh, that is news.
You actually see her hold up a letter and he's like, would you care? And it's the same type of like red scarlet envelope with like the gold gilding that actually looks very similar to the one Amalika got not too long ago. The seal hasn't been broken. She's like, you feel free to read it if you wish.
Okay. I'll unfurl it.
All right, I would read you the letter because I forgot to print it up. It's been a long day. It says, to Her Ageless Majesty, Laerel Silverhand, the Witch Queen of Stormnanter, Lady of the North, she of the Seven Sisters, chosen of Mysteria, and Open Lord of Waterdeep. Your spies are to be commended. Rest assured, my presence in your fair city is purely recreational, though, if fortune smiles upon me, this visit could benefit us both. Your predecessor left the city's splendors in a sorry state, but you've done wonders to lift the spirit of the citizenry during your short time in office. I know how politics offend you, so forgive me for taking this opportunity to point out the obvious. We can make both our cities stronger and strike back at he who robbed Waterdeevians of their wealth and dignity. I'm speaking, of course, of that dirty sack of rats, Daygalt Neverember. That's the phrase you used to describe him yesterday to the emissary from Mirbar, is it not? Evidently my spies are also to be commended. Why let Neverember get away with his crimes against Luskan and Waterdeep? Can we be allies, if not friends? These are questions that haunt my dreams, as surely I haunt yours. Sincerely, Jarlaxle.
Yeah, that's an intense letter.
Yeah, wow. He's a real charmer, even on paper.
Haunting dreams.
I mean,
Yikesies.
yeah, he's a little bit of a romantic. You can't blame him for trying.
Yes, you see Lair said, yes, I'm murderous romantic.
Well, many murderers are many things.
I consider myself a murderous romantic or a romantic murderer.
I mean, we haven't really done many murders. It's mostly been murder adjacent.
I would also like to remind you, you are all wearing badges of the City Watch of Waterdeep.
I thought that meant we could do more murder.
I have not admitted to any murder. I just want to clarify.
No,
I believe you also still have the code legal sitting in your pocket there.
Yeah, I
Amalika.
think I do somewhere.
it was Kenku. It was a thing. Is it even murder if it's a Kenku?
Is it even murder if we're all going to die eventually, inevitably?
Well, the answer is yes. It always is murder.
Always murder.
Premeditated or not, it's
What about like manslaughter?
well. Let's save the legal talk for
Also,
a later date.
how many of the current Lords of Waterdeep would also qualify as murderers?
Ooh!
Wait, just time out. Why are we talking about
It
this?
just came up. I don't know why.
Juicy Waywalkett, love it.
Who hasn't done a little murder? Me.
Yeah, no, I mean, but if you're getting up there with the masked lords, I mean, who among them have their hands clean?
To be fair, you would be a murderer if you make more contact with those ice missiles.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
She's trying. She's trying to murder.
Okay, well,
I feel like we've gotten real off track here. Your lordship.
She says, "Well, how would you feel about the island state of Luskan joining the Lord's Alliance?"
That would be kind of complicated. I'm a new Waterhavian myself, so I don't know how much of a vote I get. In our brief interactions with them, they seem pretty, no worse than a lot of the other elements here. Anyway, pretty good. The Brigandeth.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, that's actually the Brigandeth is like its own society. Luskan is a completely it's like a Tortuga of pirates that have formed together to form an island state.
Well, if you legitimize them, depending on what happens, it could be a positive, influence on the society. You obviously have much more tabs on them, better idea of what they're doing. There's definitely pluses. There's definitely some minuses, probably too.
Well, the fact that they're a nation of pirates and murderers and.
But if you were to bring them in, then maybe they wouldn't be so much pirates and more just naval folk.
But would that also just not be legitimizing a whole nation of lawlessness on the seas?
Maybe. It's hard to say. If you make sure, it depends, I guess, on what the articles of incorporation are. What I don't really know a lot about how you join the Lord's Alliance, what promises you make, what promises you don't make.
You see Laeral kind of just give a heavy sigh off to the side and just kind of looks off and just says, "Unfortunately for most of the masked lords of Waterdeep, greed is their ultimate benefactor.
If you can, just fine.
If you can buy your way in, most people will take you."
Yeah, well, I have found in this city money does talk.
Yes, and if you happen to have access to hundreds of thousands of dragons, you could probably find yourself well within inside the Lord's Alliance without a question asked.
Interesting.
Is that why they're all looking for the Stone of Galore?
Are any of them looking to hire amazing heroes that are very well known?
So what's the Stone of Galore you're talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just kind of assumed you were up on all of the shenanigans of today. I don't know if did you get like a daily report or is it like
not yet. I've not been back to.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a quick briefing.
Wait, don't tell her about the Stone of Galore. That's our treasure.
She's kind of our boss as long as we're wearing these badges. Joseph, kind of gotta tell her.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think we've told a lot of people about this, but I feel like at this point we've already brought it up, and it would not be great to not continue what we started.
Yeah. So,
well, you tell us what you know about the Stone of Galore first.
I think she just said nothing.
I know you've just told me about it for the first time.
So
you've never heard of it?
No.
So, I also assumed you knew just because of the mentions here that Droxel has the money that Nevermember maybe absconded with.
Oh, if he had the money, he probably would have made his offer already.
Well, yeah, I don't think Jarlaxle has the Stone of Galore. I actually don't know who has the Stone of Galore, but apparently it points to the hoard that Nevermember collected.
You see her kind of give another long-winded sigh like, Daygalt, what did you do? Well, I will implore this upon you, my agents of the City Watch, that wherever you find this is the money of the people. This belongs to the people.
Yeah, but after we find it, it will belong to us.
No, it will go back to the city of Waterdeep.
Yeah, like finder's fee maybe a little bit.
We can offer you a reward.
Is it a reward that's worth as much as all the money that we will find?
She says, I could probably give you 5,000 dragons each.
Is that what we're going to find?
You actually, in-game knowledge-wise, you know that previous estimates for what Daygalt Neverember has embezzled is about 500,000 dragons.
But also, political favors, maybe, not necessarily our own seat on the Waterdeep Council, but, but other benefits too, Joseph.
So, to recap, Great cape reveal, no one can deny. Not sure I understood that middle bit. Pro tip, no one wants to see a lady of a certain age sigh this much. And you are offering less money for us to go and find you more money.
Well, it's not my money either. It belongs to the city. This is money that's been stolen.
Maybe it wouldn't be stolen from you if you were better about business.
Well, it wasn't stolen from me. I wasn't in charge at the time. It was stolen from the person who was in charge.
It's a big abuse of power. But, yeah, we're...
No corruption, no collusion.
Oh, no.
It's weird how that turned out.
You really changed my mind on this lady.
That was actually my Daygall Never. I think I'm going to do that if he ever shows up. It's
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
going to be a little Trumpian.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for it. We'll see if we find it. I do, it is the city's money. I definitely do see that.
And we have started a very legitimate business.
But
and...
but actually, I feel like you might be able to, be a resource to help us find it.
Well, I won't be able to be the resource, but my underlings can definitely help you out. I do have a lot to attend to,
Oh no, of course, but I feel like as the Open Lord of Waterdeep, there might be some secrets that only the Open Lord might know, or secret places the Open Lord might know. Something as the Open Lord, you probably have the best idea of what Nevermember was thinking when he hired the treasure.
Probably to keep it safe.
Oh yeah, but like where, think about where the safest places are, the safest secret places.
Well, if it was me and being a high wielding magic user, I'd create a pocket sanctum and keep it somewhere safe there. But
Nevermember wasn't a magician as far as I know.
No, he was more of a political schemer than he was a magic user.
So think lower.
I don't know if I can get down on his level.
Well, sometimes you gotta get out of the muck like us.
It's like, well, that's
we did literally help the Dungeon Sweepers, by the way. We started at the
There's
literal
been,
bottom.
A lot of poop.
Yeah, like so much
a lot of
down here in the gut. It's just so you know where we're coming from.
Prestidigitation has gotten a lot of use.
Oh my gosh, it's the best spell in the world.
You see Laeral kind of chuckle at the thought of prestidigitation being the universal poop remover. She says, well, the city thanks you for your efforts and thanks you for the investigation you are conducting about this. I can try and send some information your way, but I don't know, like, specifically what are you looking for?
Well, right now we're looking for this stone. It was stolen this morning off of the corpse of one of the victims of the fireball. It was a member of the Lord's Alliance, I believe, actually, who was carrying the stone. You ever heard of an agent named Dalakar?
She says, yes, I believe he's like the number 2 to Daygall Neverember, if I remember correctly.
Oh, he was still in your service, though.
No, to Neverember, not to mine.
Oh.
This is Layer Silverhand, completely different person.
Yeah, I know, but let's see, we talked to his corpse, and he said that he was with the Lord's Alliance still.
Oh, well, technically, the city of Neverwinter is part of the Lord's Alliance.
Huh. I hadn't thought about that yet. Anyway, yeah, so Dalakar was headed our way, it seemed, with the stone. Now it's gone. We don't know where it is. We're on the case, though.
Well, unfortunately, my knowledge about that would go as far as what the City Watch knows. Whatever they know, I will know.
I see. Well, if you think of any secret hiding places, let us know.
Well, this is the City of Splendors. The hiding places could be anywhere.
So, do you mind me asking what were you doing? Were you here to meet us? I mean, that's very flattering, but like...
No, I was here to have a meeting with the agents of Jalaxel.
Oh, so, like those people over there?
The ones the dark elves that scurried up the roof.
Gotcha.
They just came to deliver a letter, and they've so done it.
Now I make that. Sorry, I thought anyway.
A
little confusion on my part. It's fine.
She holds up the envelope and says, "I believe Jarlaxle is reaching out in hopes to smooth the grounds into getting an acceptance into the Lord's Alliance."
Yeah, I mean, he's a very handsome man. You can't deny him that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Charming.
yes, a murderous type of handsome.
Yeah. As I said before, many lords of the Waterdeep, murderers,
Seen
handsome.
some things.
I would just say I'd offer this advice for Joe Axel. He is charming, he is suave, he is generous, but he is also a scoundrel, a liar, a thief, a murderer, a pirate. He will happily shake your hand and cut your throat at the exact same time. He is brutal, he is vicious, and if you get on his bad side, you won't see him coming.
How would you describe yourself?
Well, I try and make sure that the city runs well and everyone has a good and equal opportunity of living life to their fullest. And although I reluctantly had to take over the position and deal with probably more than my fair share of burdens, the War of the Dragons being the big one, hence why we've now put this citywide ban on dragons entering the city. I'm just trying to make sure Waterdeep is continuing to function until there's a replacement for me.
And how do you deal with your enemies?
Well, I believe a good disintegration spell is lined up pretty nice.
So there you have it. We've all murdered or tried to murder somebody.
Yes, but I don't do it I do it usually in self-defense.
You should try doing it for money. You might have more to offer.
I'll give you a point of inspiration for that one.
He's not from here, but we'll keep an eye on him.
He says, well, just let the city watch know if there's anything you need investigated or some information. I'll see what I can do, but no promises on what you ask for.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. We would never, your lordship, expect a promise.
Well, getting a promise from the Open Lord of Waterdeep is a very valuable thing, and I do not give them out lightly.
Yeah, good to know.
She's like, well, it was good to see my agents are on the case and diligent about what goes on in the dark alleys in the dark ward, or in the dock ward. I bid you good night, and I wish you luck for the rest of your day. It's just here, cast a spell, and
Can we please go to sleep now?
Yeah, I'm exhausted. We've been walking all over the city all day.
It has been the longest day.
you walk your way back up to the North Ward to Trollskull Alley. As you get to the manor, the lights are on. The windows have actually been fully replaced by the Glassworkers Guild, or basically the Glassblowers Guild. And as you come in, it's kind of a small, the crowd's not as big as it used to be, but you do see Alvin kind of scratching his head as you notice there's a couple of brown packaged parcels and a manila, like a leather-bound envelope resting on the table. And it has kind of this red satin name tag of Amalika.
Oh, boy. Can we open these in the morning?
No, it's gifts from that grateful pervert. Open them up.
Actually, maybe this is maybe a thing that we open up in the common hall, a little away from the bar eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Alvin says, I don't even know how they got here. I just turned around and poof, they were here.
Maybe they're hats.
Amalika picks up the parcels and kind of just starts dragging herself up the stairs.
Go
just
faster.
kind of
We got
exhaustedly.
to see.
Thanks, Alvin. Anything else we should know?
Food's running low. The supplies haven't come in for a food order probably in the morning.
Yeah, old news still.
Money tight still.
Yeah, I got you an extra 100 good dragons today, buddy. We're working on that one. What else you got?
So that's pretty much it. Breakfast is going to be a little light tomorrow.
What about H&H and the rat situation?
Who?
Oh, Hadar and
Harkin.
Harko. H&H.
H&H. I put them
They're
on the
abbreviated.
rat. Put them on the rat case. Have they made any progress yet?
Well, I didn't know they were working for us, but
Well, I thought you were there while we were there.
It's more of an audition.
Yeah, it's really more of an audition.
okay, I'll keep an eye on him. But that guy does blood magic, right?
Of course, he talks about it all the
I
time.
know. It actually keeps some of the customers away.
Oh,
He's been in the basement.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're keeping him in the basement now. Good to know, though, about that. I didn't know how he was affecting business.
Well, it's hard to eat when someone's going on blood magic this, blood magic that.
yeah,
I'm going to explode these rats with blood magic.
He said, well, then you knew he was on the rat case.
Yeah, but I thought...
Your story's not adding up, Alvin.
It's like, look, it's been a really long day.
That's fair. All right, Alvin, I'm sorry. I don't mean to give you shit.
And these packages show up. I have no idea how they got here.
Yeah, that's how they do that business.
Who's they?
Yeah, the less you know, buddy, the better.
I feel like I'm the one running the bar.
And you're doing a great job objectively.
I should know this stuff. If people are going to drop off packages and I don't know who's coming in or out.
To be fair, Alvin, we didn't know they were arriving either.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise. You know what? We'll have a team meeting tomorrow. We are dog tired, buddy. We've been trying to follow that fireball all day. It's been a big day.
Yeah. I hear. I'm sorry. It's been a stress and anxiety filled day for everyone.
I know. We got. You know what? We just gotta forgive each other and know that we have each other's backs, buddy.
We'll talk to Harko about the blood magic thing.
Yeah,
that'll just team meeting later.
Yeah.
Later.
Tomorrow.
Later.
All right. So are you heading up to the library / common room now for?
Let's go up there. Malika's still kind of just like begrudgingly like carrying all this stuff. Like she just wants to go to sleep, but
I'm like poking at the packages, knocking on them.
They seem like very stiff, like almost like Christmas present parcel.
I mean, if you want to open them, clearly.
I'm already ripping the pack. But I'm sort of doing it like I've never opened a present before. So I'm like, it's like I can't focus on any one. Like I open them all at once, but like I'm like ripping at
like
one and then I
sensory
get
overload.
frustrated and throw it away and like rip at another one.
There's so much tape.
You do see that when he rips them all open, you see that there are 3 cardboard boxes, almost like cake boxes that just appear to have like there's no packaging or design on these. To be 3 cardboard packages.
Are they hats? I'm gonna keep ripping. Like
you flip open one, and at this point, I'm going to get everyone to describe what their ultimate hat would look like.
Whoa!
Ultimate hat.
I never thought about a hat on Waywalker.
I feel like I want one of those like swoopy ones, like I'm trying it, like swashbuckler style, like a big ass fucking feather sticking out of it.
Oh yeah, I get you. Like a Captain Barbossa hat or a...
No, but it's more like
a little more classy.
Yeah, like a little bit like floppier, like kind of. I don't know how to just. What are hats?
I think Jarlaxle is actually wearing the hat you're talking about.
Yeah,
I want that hat. I want his goddamn hat.
What's Yosef's hat like?
Yosef's hat is like, it seems like a very simple, like wrought iron, like crown sort of thing, like nothing particularly assuming. But when I touch it, it bursts into like a special, like.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Nice. Yeah, classic.
I'd say that's like,
rogue about town. Yeah, when I touch my metal like diadem thing, it like bursts into like the illusion of a flame, so you can put it on and it looks kind of like your head's on fire.
Nice.
That's wild. I imagine like probably like a little bowler hat on Waywalker that like matches his pinstripe suits.
Nice.
I like it.
You actually also notice that in the boxes for each hat, there's a small little black velvet bag. Has a little clink, clink, clink when
cash. I'm also ripping open these bags.
They appear to each bag appears to have 50 gold pieces.
Yes.
In each.
He already gave us 50 gold. He gave us 100 gold today.
Yeah. And isn't there a note too?
There is no note, but there is a leather bound, almost like papers, and kind of like a manila envelope, but leather bound for more protection as you open it up. And it is the story for the Masked Lord of Waterdeep that he wants to be embarrassed to put in the Waterdeep Wazoo.
Uh-oh.
Well, now we know why he wants to embarrass an Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Gaxley Rudderbust is his name. And it's talking about how he's been caught in sordid affairs with mistresses and having an affair on his partners, and how he is indulging in drugs, booze, and alcohol while being a man who's trying to keep sobriety as a thing in Waterdeep.
Okay.
Well, I think we should do this based on the hats and the fact that this guy paid in advance. Although it does sound like this Gaxley Buttercup is quite a guy.
He sounds like something, but let's just process this all. Let's just go to sleep.
You also know that you remember from when he told you that this is definitely a smear story, that possibly none of this is true.
Let's just have a team meeting tomorrow. We'll talk to Alvin. We'll talk to H&H. We'll discuss this and all of our other side quests.
Oh, yeah. I'll make an agenda in the morning.
Well, with that, you all go off to your own rooms to finally get a good 8 hours rest as we now conclude
and no
the longest
sex
day.
workings. It's just silence.
There hasn't been sex. I don't do sex work when we're out because I think I feel like we're going to need my ghosts.
Fair enough.
Also, those ghosts only have a range of 60 feet.
Yeah, you got to be there to make sure they operate.
But once he learns the silence spell, oh man,
Oh, no.
you're never going to know.
That's for the best.
But also the people there won't know because they
Yeah,
won't be
they're
able to
not
hear
ghosts.
within their... Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
So the morning comes up. You can already smell Liff is plying his trade in the kitchen as you hear the clanking of pots and pans and the smells and wafts of breakfast coming up. It is a beautiful sky blue morning. You can see the ice is just kind of like or snow is kind of just lightly falling and form these nice little, almost like someone's taking white cotton and just just laid them over top of the roofs of Waterdeep, as it looks like a nice snowfall happened while in the middle of the night. As you all wake up, it's still a little brisk, it's still a little chilly, but that warm hearth from the fire warms everybody up as you come in. You see the fires just slowly starting to melt away the condensation and ice from your newly installed windows. As you can see, Hadar is still asleep on a couch. Harko is, looks like he's got a teacup. Looks like it's a little full of blood. He's kind of like little globules are floating up and down into the teacup. And Martin seems to be eating away at, looks like some fruit and some oats.
well, I'm going to have some breakfast before I start talking about the blood in a cup.
Yeah, Hako, you can't do that ever in the bar.
But it's blood magic. Look at it. So like it
Oh,
bloops up.
yeah,
It
not
bloops
looking
down.
at that.
You know what? Let's just...
Straight up, if you do that again, in my eyesight, before breakfast, you're fired forever. You're out of the city.
You're back to being banished.
You're back to being banished.
Harsh. It's blood magic.
Oh, don't
What's he
encourage
gonna
Don't you
use?
dare take a side.
Apples.
It's-
The kid wants apples. This guy wants blood.
I can make it more appealing blood magic if you like.
Yeah, can you do like a blood firework? That might.
No,
I can do you one better.
No.
Oh,
You see, like
boy.
the whole, it's like a sphere of blood comes out of the teacup. It looks like there's like almost like a globe, and then you see kind of like one eye form, like almost like someone poking a finger in, and then another eye forms, and then kind of smiley face comes up around the globe, like happy blood magic.
What do you think
Malika
of
like
this?
walks over to Martin and just covers his eyes. Like she's just like, don't look at this.
Martin's kind of got like that kid from Jurassic Park looking like so much blood.
You know what? Just
Yeah, that's exactly.
write this out of your mind.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to eating your...
Friends, we could not be
fruit
less on the
turnover.
same page
Oh,
of this.
boy,
Yeah, no,
you
we're
need to...
not.
Remember when we talked about death? Like, just how it's like a little bit of like... frowned upon?
Well,
Like,
let's let people laugh at this. Check this out.
oh,
Happy
no. You know what?
Harko's Blood
How
Magic
about-
Brunch.
Oh, I don't want
I like it.
this.
It's got a ring to it. It's got alliteration.
Oh.
Alliteration sells.
How about you tell us about the rats?
This is the worst business plan you've
Yep.
ever had.
Yep. You were making progress, and then we took 2 steps forward,
Yeah,
1 step back. Like,
this is why-
it was more like 12 steps
Yeah,
back.
you got to look into market research. It's really
You
going
see-
to change it for
You see
you.
Harko put his hand on your shoulder, Yosef. He says, I thought your plan was really good.
Amalika just starts kind of putting food on her plate and just kind of like shaking her head and just this is happening. This is happening.
All right, Hako, can you go wake up Hadar, and
Say,
then we'll
yeah.
start a morning meeting.
You see, it takes a couple of shakes, and Hadar takes a bit to wake up, but he finally does. And kind of the sleep crusties in the eyes. He's still got like the impressions or the markings of the pillow he slept on kind of like pressed into his face as he kind of has like bedhead just kind of smooshed up to the side of his head as he sits down like, oh, hey, man. Oh, this smells really good.
Yeah,
Liff is...
it's very good. He's a very good ghost.
But we got to like figure out where our food's all going. And by where, I mean, we got to deal with what we already know is taking our food.
It's like, oh, yeah, there's there's a lot of rats. Like, you have a problem down there.
Yeah, all right. So,
I almost want to say burn the place down and build it up, because that's the only way you're going to get rid of all the rats.
Well, that's, guess what? A problem for you guys to figure out without burning our place down.
Because there's like, Harko and I went down there yesterday, and we got like one or two, and then it was like a tsunami of vermin coming off the shelves from behind the casks. There's a lot, like there's like almost like a whole army of rats down there.
So what's your game plan?
Well, we're not doing the burn down.
Yeah.
Okay.
no, that's
We don't
definitely
want that.
off
Let's
the table.
table that. Let's not rule it out.
It's like, well, I figure it's that to get rid of a lot of them would be very destructive, and we'd probably do some damage to the inside of the basement. So we figure we're going to go talk to that guy over at the Bent Nail, because he's big on rat killing. He's really efficient at it. So we're going to see if we can maybe buy some traps of mass destruction.
All right.
Try and wipe out as much of the rats as we can.
I like this plan because it doesn't involve fire or blood magic.
It does seem to involve spending money.
It will probably involve some poison at some point.
Yeah, I mean, that's not, I am a lover of nature. The rats, they're just doing the thing, poison.
But have you been down there recently? Like,
no, I'm kind of afraid.
It's almost like they got a camp or like a living city down there. It's quite frightening.
Do you think you could talk to them if we found them a new home?
Or killed them. Or threatened to kill them.
Well, we walk at you like the critters.
Yeah,
But like,
they're
what
pretty
if
cute.
we, like on one of our gajillion side quests, found them a new home? A rat city, so to speak, that's not part of our
You see,
basement.
Harko say it is kind of weird that, restaurants and taverns and inns and stuff will have their fair share of rats, but it's weird that there's this many in the basement. It's almost unsettling. And they're very organized.
We might be able to save them some money if we can find them a new home.
And save us some money.
Yeah, they're currently living rent free. We're gonna have to find a really.
Did I say save them money?
Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
And Malika's now sided with the rats. I see where the power swung. I, for one, welcome our new rat overlords.
Ideally, I'm hoping for, very few to no rat fatalities, that they got a promise of life themselves.
Harko says, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think that there's some lycanthrope rats down there as well.
Oh. That's far worse than I thought. Okay, well, maybe I'll have to do some appraising of the situation myself. Okay, so basically your update is that you did very little and accomplished very little.
Well, we came up with a plan. It's like there's a lot down there.
Okay.
We're gonna need. It's not a 2-person job.
Gotcha.
Well, now you've got the Trollskull Trio behind you. I propose that all 6 of us, including Carl...
Oh, good morning, Carl.
Hey, I'm still a pizza.
He's really growing into this whole pizza thing.
I'm growing bacteria on the pizza does not keep well.
Anyway, I think we should expand the team, head down there, negotiate and or kill the rats, and move on. Because I've made an investment in this place on behalf of the Order of the Holy Absence of the Church of the Poobah Shabu, and I don't like these freeloaders.
Yeah, definitely eating at a house and home. There's got to be a compromise they can reach. Okay, so that was item 1. Item 2, Alvin, how's the bar doing? I know we're having some problems.
Well, fireballs and broken glass aside,
Yeah.
we get enough people in every day that we're actually doing. If it wasn't for the food thing, we're actually doing pretty well.
All right, so number one problem to profitability is the rats, is what you're saying to me.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still uneasy about the flying snake roost we have.
Yeah.
Working on that.
Ditto, buddy.
Working on that.
We have a promise that is a short-term situation. One way or the other, it's a short-term situation.
Oh, and I also think if my math is right, I think our projections for the Wiener Shield party, we're gonna make bank on. If everything goes well, we're going to make bank.
Yeah, we currently the cash flow is a bit of the problem there, Alvin. A lot of expenses going out. Good news, we got some money coming in, but
Well, I mean, like we could Davil's been around, and he said that we could take out a loan if we need it.
yeah, that's what that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to get there.
We don't want to owe him.
Yeah, we want to be close to Davil, but not inside Davil. You know what I mean?
Ew, I do.
Yeah, good.
I'm just saying that it's a quick and easy solution if we run into cash flow problems.
All right. Items 2 and 4, I think, are more of a trio and Alvin situation. So Hadar.
Hadar says, actually, I'd like to add one to the list.
Okay. Now, I mean,
what if we start calling it the Trollskull Quintet?
Nope. All right. Next item of business.
No, you wouldn't even vote on it.
Well, we will discuss that once maybe you've made yourselves slightly more useful.
It's also a whole alliteration thing. We got to be like Trollskull 13, maybe 30.
What about the Trollskull Troublemakers?
No, I don't like that.
We don't want to be trouble. We're the good guys.
Yeah, we're trouble solvers.
We only murder if we gotta.
Or if we enjoy it. You see Harko just, wait.
Boy.
Yeah, Hako, every time you talk, I think you're fitting in less and less.
We've made a mistake.
Yeah.
I did the happy face blood magic.
That was horrifying.
And traumatized our already traumatized child.
Well, I've got to say, I'm intrigued. Harko, I can't deny that reviews were mixed. Anything other than the Trollskull Trio, we've really worked hard to build this brand, and we've fought for our lives, and we've killed people, and we've walked around in a ton of shit.
It's like, like lawyers, we're the owners, the proprietors, and you're like the associates. Like, you have to buy in.
You're like the underlings.
Yeah, you have to buy in.
It's like we're
to get your
more,
name
and you're less
on the billboard.
Say, all right. Tell you what. All right. So Hadar, here's the thing. If Hadar and I take care of the rats, can we get included in the name?
No promises there.
Oh.
Because currently, we could probably figure out the rats, but you're asking for a job, and we're giving you purpose here.
Yeah. Frankly, also, I'm very worried that if I give you this job and you just do it, it's going to be a rat massacre down there that I just don't want on my conscience.
Well, let it be on my conscience.
No, that's not exactly how a conscience works, kid. One day you might figure it out. I'm really thinking you're not, though. You're giving me a lot of pause here.
Well, I can literally give you almost an infinite supply of pause.
Geez, kid.
Hadar's like,
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, we all got it. Okay.
Well, maybe we should go down there if you want to salvage any of your rat buddies.
Yeah.
And see if they're open to a relocation to...
Yeah, I think that's it's not a bad plan. All right, Carl, you're with us. We'll table the other 2 items, which are, of course, Jarlaxle and the Nimble Rights, item 3 and 4.
I forgot there's so many things we haven't dealt with.
Yeah, so many things. Also, let's make a quick trip down. In theory, it's the morning. There'll be less rats around. We'll see how this all goes.
Harko, Hadar, come with us. I really want you to be at the front of the center so that you know what it's like to roll with the Trollskull Trio.
I just want to know that if this goes badly, that the trio can just...
No blood magic. That's
okay. No blood magic while we're down there assessing the situation.
Let's just put a soft ban on the blood magic indefinitely for now. Just let's put a soft rule for the next. I don't know. What do you say, Waywalk?
At least 12 hours.
Yeah. Then if it's blood magic is used in our vicinity, you're going back to being banned.
But regular magic's fine. I can still do regular magic.
Yeah. As long as there's no blood involved.
Ask us maybe the context of this. Just within the manor.
I can do that. Yeah. Harko is a team player. Harko wants to be part of the team. Harko can do that. Harko is probably going to start talking in third person.
If you team player this up, we will talk about those bunk beds for you and Hadar.
And I was like, I don't know, those couches are really comfy.
You are not sleeping on the couches indefinitely. If you stay here, it's just not a thing.
All right. Yeah, no blood magic for 12 hours.
Yeah, we'll talk about those bunk beds. The couches are, that is not a permanent solution to you potentially staying here.
All right. So what I'm hearing is we work on the rats and we'll assess our situations.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Exactly. This is an audition. So within the parameters of
I did save your lives at one time.
Sure.
That's a little bit overstating it, my buddy.
Yeah.
We also saved your life at the same time, if you recall.
By not killing you.
No, but by saving him from the murderer.
Oh, we did that too.
But you got shot. Like, I saw you.
Yeah, and you were going to get stabbed if I were not there. I did get shot, but my friend here brought me back from unconsciousness.
But I didn't get stabbed.
You know what?
No, because oh my gosh. Anyway, let's go meet these rats.
Everybody.
So you make your way down you make your way over to the kitchen. You open up the hatch to head into the basement. And as you come in, you can see almost like a big friendly giant. Someone has set up kind of like this small little, almost like a dollhouse size of looks like almost like an exact copy of Trollskull Alley or Trollskull Manor, but in rat form in the basement. And then back where you can see the kegs and food stores and stuff like that, you see perfectly symmetrical, almost anywhere there's floor space, these tiny little white pup tents. And you can see these tiny little rats, and they're all wearing like sparkly silver breastplates and helmets, have swords at their side. Like, there is a full-on army deployed down here.
Wait, we have a problem.
I really should have come down here earlier.
Waywalker, these rats are just like us. They're entrepreneurs who kill.
As soon as Yosef says that, all the soldier rats hear him, and they all that sound like boots moving in unison like that, as they all turn and face.
Hello, rats. We are your gods, and you owe us everything.
Yeah, let's try that out.
There's no response to you.
Yeah, they don't understand. So yeah, Waywalker puts his hands to his cheeks as his fingers out splay as little whiskers and begins his chitter. He's like, "Hello, it is us, the larger creatures. We've come to speak to your leader."
You see this small rat in a very similar suit to what you were wearing, Waywalker, of a black pinstripe suit, and this very large rat behind him as he hops up onto a piece of shelf, kind of tries to get eye to eye with you. He's like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Do I recognize you from the first night we were here? Yeah,
this is Vinny.
Yeah, hi, Vinny. So, I see you've made yourselves very comfortable.
Yeah, it's my home. I make myself comfortable. I invited my friends over too.
Yeah, but you also have been eating my food, I see.
That's my food.
No, that's not how that works.
It's in my house.
That is not how that works, my friend.
It's my house. I was here first.
That is technically true.
It's my house then.
You have to evolve your thinking here, because we are now a symbiotic unit.
What evolved my thinking? I was here first. The food's in my house. I'm eating my food.
Okay, listen. Follow me on this.
No, it's my house. Get out of my house.
That is... So, okay, here. Great question here. If I leave...
I didn't ask you a question.
No. You're proposing a thing here.
Looks like the rat is bullying him.
If I take up my stuff and leave here...
That's not your stuff. You have no stuff down here.
Oh, but all my food, all my booze...
No, it's my food.
No. But see, okay, you can say that it's yours, but if I leave, there's no new food or booze coming into this place.
You don't know that.
Oh, I do, because I'm the one who brought this in.
I've never seen you down here except for that one time.
Oh my gosh. I've been sending my man Alvin, who you have also been very rude to, by the way, down here to restock.
He keeps trespassing.
My ghost keeps coming down here.
You have a ghost?
Oh, I have a fucking ghost, man.
He seems stressed.
Yeah. Waywalker looks very agitated talking to this rat.
And you do not want to push me on these issues.
I genuinely don't think I've seen him this angry, like, in all of the fights we've had.
I'm going to help him out. I'm going to attempt
pick
to
up
use my magic hand to grab the rat by his tail and like hold him upside down.
Okay, give me a straight up spell casting check. So just add your charisma modifier and roll a d20.
Mm-hmm. Hiya. It's a 16.
You see your magic hand come in the way, and the 18 rolled by his bodyguard, he kind of jumps in the way and actually grabs the forefinger of your magic hand and just kind of like, almost like a Herculean strength of magic versus rat. And this rat is bulked out.
Is it Rod the Bod?
It's
We're going to have to kill ourselves? This is dark.
it's actually, I can't remember. I just completely.
Rod the Bod is a giant rat, so it's
Yeah.
not Rod the Bod.
This is actually the guys who I know I said Vinny, but I can't remember the name of. I think I actually did say Vinny for the rat who claimed squatters'
Oh, weird.
rights.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, his bodyguard comes out and grabs it and just kind of like Captain America versus Thanos, just like holding back this mage hand. Like it's no effort for you to put your mage hand forward, but he's using everything to keep this from grabbing his boss.
They're very determined.
I can see that.
Like whoa! What's Magic Hands doing over there?
Look, he sees that we are in a fight. He's my man, like much like your big rat friend over here. This is a mere taste of his abilities. We don't want to start a fight here. You and I are in business together. is
No,
what
you're
I'm
trespassing on my house.
saying. Oh my gosh. It's our house now.
No, it's not. I
Yes.
was here first.
See,
You see him like pounding his fist into his little rat paw, and like
See, now I'm starting to think that maybe some blood magic as a demonstration of doesn't seem like such a bad idea.
you have to understand.
Harko
about-
says, "I can do that," but you put the ban on though for 12 hours.
You know what? We're going to just see how waywalk it feels the next couple of minutes, and that ban might be temporarily lifted.
Look, you have to understand about the kingdom of nature. You understand you're a rat, and it's a beautiful thing.
And
to
I'm the
be a-
king. This is my nature to be in charge, and that's my house. That's my food. People come down, leave it here. They don't come back for it very often. Like they don't guard it. We guard it. That's our food. That's my house.
See, but who brings the food? Who brings it?
Doesn't matter. You shouldn't bring.
It does matter. 'cause
They
if it
shouldn't
doesn't-
bring food down here and leave it.
If no one keeps bringing the food down here for you, because I don't have to store the food down here. I can store it other places.
You see him cross his arms, kind of take it back, and you see him actually lift up his tail, kind of twin, like, all right then, don't put your food down here.
So this is what you want. You don't want to work with me here. You want to be your own big shot. What I'm proposing here could be very beneficial to you and to me.
Do you know whose house this is?
My house.
That's right, it's my house.
No, my house.
It's my house.
It's our
Whose
house
house?
here.
Rat's house.
No, it's not.
Whose
That's the thing.
house? And you see, kind of like
The
dancing.
rat is rapping.
It's my house.
You see, that's the funny thing about your house is that it's not, and it's our house. We have a legal deed to it. You were here. Yes, rats, you don't have possessions. You don't have laws. You're a wonderful magical creature.
Whoa, you're being specious right now.
Yosef, I don't
Well,
know what to
do you
do
not
here.
respect laws, young
Hey,
man?
Waywalker, should we jump in with like an ice dagger, an eldritch blast?
Yeah, what kind of-
maybe a little
Blood magic.
BLOO magic?
A little blue magic. What's blue magic? Oh, you're spilling
Doesn't
blood.
understand what I'm saying.
No, that was Harko.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't hear the D. I heard BLOO.
That's also all I heard too.
I think that's all he did.
Good old blue magic.
He's from an island. It's complicated. Well, yeah. What kind of area effects do you got going on? Actually, I don't think we have a lot of area effect damage.
Harko's like, I've got area effect.
Yeah. All right.
Harko, your second wave.
It may do some damage to the kegs and the shelves and stuff like that. Though.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
Amalika definitely has area of effect.
Alvin, what would the deal be as if we
Alvin looks horrified at the amount of rats
Alvin,
in the basement.
I got a couple questions for you. Number one, what would be the deal if we started storing the food in the common room?
That would be bad idea. One, the fruit flies would
Uh-huh.
be killer for the dining area.
Yeah.
Two, it's probably not as sanitary just being out in the open like that. 3, some people ain't fan of like cheeses and stuff like that could produce a smell while you're trying to eat, essentially, and storing like the booze up there. Like we're looking at maybe taking out like a third of our floor space just to store the food.
A third of our floor space that could be occupied by paying customers.
Yeah.
Can Amalika... Can Amalika use like prestidigitation to like create like a small fire with one of the little tents as like a warning?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's give him a little taste of magic. Not blood magic yet. Blood magic second wave.
You see Harko's knuckles crack like, oh.
All right. Okay. Let me just do a quick parlay here. All right. Parlay. That's pretty good. I like it. You put a smile on my face, Amalika. All right.
The rat's gone back to crossing his arms. His paws over.
My associates here are far less reasonable than I am. And let me put... We're going to burn it down! Yeah, as you can see, she is very excited.
Yes, we'll kill you.
They don't want to talk anymore. They want to rumble. And you got a lot of rats down here. Very impressive. Not going to lie. But we are some very high-skilled magic users. And I'm sick of your attitude. And, I think you should want to talk to me before we start, lighting your troops on fire here.
I'm going to lean into like Harko and Hadar and be like, you guys stay back and see how the Trollskull Trio does it.
And then
Waywalkett's negotiations usually fail, and then there's a violent bit.
So I'll either roll intimidation or persuasion on this, whichever you prefer.
Your choice, whichever you feel you try to be more scary or more negotiatory.
I'm trying to persuade him to go with. So that's a 16 plus 7, so 23.
You see Vinny look up and he sees Amalika kind of like flexing her arms and Yosef talking to Hadar, and he's like, all right.
And I'm like making a hand just like, we'll smush him.
Yeah, I'm the small one. These guys are very tall. We're at the same level here, but they are much bigger than me.
It's like, all right, what's your offer then?
All right. Clearly you're doing a roaring rat business down here.
He nods.
We're trying to do a roaring human business upstairs. But you keep on digging into our profits here.
What's a profit?
A profit is you trade this food for money.
I'm kidding. I know what a profit is, you nuns.
Well, what are you trading for down here?
We got plans. You can roll me an insight if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to point out we're playing D&D. You're rolling insight versus a rat.
Didn't roll great. I got a 12.
You get the sense that he's cooking up something, but you're not quite sure what it is because he's got a wry little smile on his rat snoot.
All right. Keep your secrets. But what I'm saying is the type of food. If you keep eating it at the rate that you're going,
I'm feeding an army down here. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I have noticed. It's a little alarming. But we can't feed your army indefinitely. Here's what I'm saying. We can't just keep bringing food down here without a little return coming back our way.
They're not going to be here forever.
Well, can they go somewhere else?
Well, they're give it about like a week and change, and they'll take off.
Well, in the time there, though, I need something back here because you're eating all the food I keep bringing into this building.
Yeah, but you're leaving it here. You're abandoning the food.
No, because we're going to use it in a few seconds because it's cool down here so the food doesn't go rotten.
We'll eat the rotten food.
Well, then, why don't you leave us this food and we'll start giving you the rotten food?
But we don't see any rotten food come down here. How do we know that food's going to come down?
All right, so could we make a deal? These guys here, they're going to hang out by the food and they will give you an allotment that is yours every day.
It's like, all right, but it's got to be on a week and change interment. It's got to be enough to feed the army as well. It's kind of the arrangement I have.
Then I need something back here because that's a lot.
Well, what do you need? What do you need? You got an army of rats at your disposal.
You got gold. You got silver.
We don't deal in that stuff.
Well, what are you dealing?
Cheese, favors.
Cheese and favors. They're dealing in cheese and favors, guys.
Cheese and favors.
there's like literally an army. Can they do? They can do the Winter Shield security.
I think they are. I think they're going to do something else during the Winter Shield party. I think they are stationed here until that exact moment, and then they will act.
What? They're going to...
That was out of character. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. That was.
You can still come to that conclusion, though.
Yeah, totally.
They say they're going to be here for a week, which is, coincidental to a big party. They might have something to do with the plans of some of the gangs around our party.
Are you saying that not only have these little bastards been eating our food for free, but they may critically endanger our Winter Shield party? Is that your assessment as our proprietor?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna...
I like the smile on your face. Enable.
All right, fine. I will Eldritch Blast the head rat.
Give me an attack roll.
Yep.
I feel like this is not going to go well for us.
Yeah, you might actually just kill this rat.
So it's 1d10 force?
You have to roll an attack roll first.
Oh, like a regular d20?
Yeah, d20, yeah.
Am I adding anything to this?
Your spell attack bonus.
Should be in the middle box.
Okay,
plus
so that's...
6.
Oh, what?
It's in the middle box. Middle up. There you go.
Oh, spell attack plus 6.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. It's a 10.
You send this silvery blast of eldritch energy. You see Vinny the rat jump out of the way, and his big bodyguard kind of grabs him by the hips and kind of like figure skaters him out of the way as it hits and smashes and shatters part of the wood shelf of where he was standing. You hear Vinny, whoa, what is this?
My friend?
Attack!
No,
Attack!
Wait.
You hear like these little horns like as you see all the little rat soldiers by their tents pull out these small little bows and arrows, and you see the little light that's in the basement kind of gets blotted out as you see all these tiny little, almost like the size of paperclip arrows come flying at you. I need everybody in the basement to give me a dexterity save.
Oh no.
Oh, Harko got a 1.
Oh no, I also got a 1.
Oh, no.
What am I doing?
A dex save.
Dexterity save.
Oh,
I only got
4.
an 8.
Oh no.
Where'd you get? Wait, what?
I got 15.
I have 4 total. Stupid purple dice.
You see these arrows come up. So Waywalk succeeded. So everyone takes 9 points of piercing damage.
What? They're tiny.
And
This is
you take
A
malarkey.
lot of them.
as you see, they look almost like little paper clips are jutting in the side of your arms, like. And there's
I
like
work in an office. Paper clips are fine.
there's literally hundreds of them just stuck in your clothing. Some are in your wrist, in your arm, and in your face and your neck.
Wait, what have I done? 9?
9, yes.
I have 14 normally, right? No, wait, I have 20. Never mind.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, I think you're almost you're the second beefiest among us.
Sorry. I'm like looking at like my old thing because
Yeah.
there's just pigeons on this sheet and not actually proper tallies of anything.
Wait, stop! Ow! Look. My friend here learned about your intentions around the Winter Shield event and reacted badly. And so, he's an emotional person. He's very powerful with the magics, as you see. Little uncontrolled, so you don't want to push him any further.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh no, it's a 12.
You see Vinny's like, no deal, get out of my house, you're trespassing, trespasser. As he just starts pointing, like everyone else just hears like a chittering, like as he points at everyone in the room. And
You don't want to go down this road. If you're declaring war, we're war back, buddy.
You see them retreat behind one of the casks of barrels. I'm going to need everyone give me another dexterity save again.
Oh, I'm using the other dice.
Ooh, the exact same as before. 8.
Oh, fuck you!
Whoa.
This is some bullshit!
Not great for me either.
4. Ugh. I'm buying new dice. Bullshit!
I think that's a second natural one for Harko. Yeah, and not great for Hadar. Waywalk it.
I got a 13.
13, you're still good.
Only an 8.
Only an 8. You're only taking 8 points of piercing damage this time. Half if you saved it. And it's not so much that it's the damage, it's that there's so many of these little paperclip arrows come flying through the air again.
I am like nearly dead.
All right. Back, everybody. All right, Harko.
As you guys come climbing up the ladder stairs and you close the hatch on top, as you take another volley of little paperclips like...
Blood magic's on the table.
Blood magic is absolutely on the table.
Looks like you really fucked that up for me, buddy. I really had them on the ropes, and then you really lost it.
Yeah, you look great. How you were all sweating and red-faced and scared of that rat.
I was not scared of that rat. We were working on a deal, and then you flipped out and then ruined the deal.
Well, now the deal's ruined, and we have no choice but to kill the rats. Boo-hoo.
Nope, no. You're not getting off of that easy.
Harko's face just lights up like wide eyes, smiling.
All right, Harko, listen. Only the faintest blood magic, but we are taking you off the leash. You can go lethal traps.
It is Harko's time to shine. Yeah. I just thought of it. We're in the basement, so the people upstairs cannot see it.
Yeah. You're going to keep it real quiet. You're going to do this at a time of day where there's no customers inside, because we don't want no screaming rats coming up the building.
I'll do it at night.
And also, we just want to keep in mind that the blood magics, again, to the customers, like you said, like just like off limits, no one sees it. They're in the basement. When you're on the floor, like in front of the bar, nah.
Yeah. Not only in the basement is blood magic allowed.
I can do that.
Well, if you're doing it, I'm coming with you. Both to see the blood magic and to kill those awful rats.
Can I heal?
Yeah, you can spend a short rest if you want to roll some hit dice.
Yeah, I could also use probably use it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go do a quiet meeting. Just the trio here. We gotta discuss the Jarlaxle thing still, and how we're gonna find this Nimblewright.
And just forgot. Harko just says, like, don't worry, me and Hadar, we got some plans to do. We're gonna gather them all in the area, and then blood magic.
Let me know when you're ready to roll. I want to go with you.
Oh, it won't be till like later at night, just like you guys said.
I'm prepared.
You seem kind of like rub his hands together. Yes.
Oh boy.
Fellas, this could be the start of a new Trollskull Trio.
Well, I'll tell you what. You'll get lots of pause for that tonight. Callback joke.
Because he said pause before.
Oh,
I spelt it P-A-W-S.
That was implied.
You couldn't hear it because I said it, because it sounds like it's spelt the other way.
It's gonna more like be like the manner of murder.
It will be that.
Catchy.
Don't send people down there. It's going to be messy.
Oh boy. Well,
All right. Oh yeah. I also got to add another thing to the agenda.
heal us.
Yeah. Let's take so can we have a meeting while we short rest? Okay.
You absolutely can.
All right. So
I think that's the most damage you guys have ever taken in. No,
it's like I've fallen unconscious.
Yeah.
I took 19 hit points of damage with that whole thing.
Yeah, that was a lot for me too.
That's baloney.
That's only on 3d4.
Yeah.
Wait, what do I do? What do I do?
Okay, so in the middle of your sheet, you have your hit die thing. Which
You
is
should
actually
have
your fingers.
3.
Oh,
Yeah.
2d6.
Yeah,
should be
actually,
3.
you got 3d6 now because you're level 3.
Yeah.
It goes up every level. You gain 1.
I got 2.
So you can spend one. You can spend them as you go too. So you roll a d6 die, regular old 6-sided die. Yeah. And you add your con modifier to it. So I think it's a 3 for you. 2?
Constitution? Yeah.
3 for me.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm rolling a
Wait,
d6.
what's the... Wait, that one? Or why does that say 4? That one's 4 and that one's 2.
Oh, because you have proficiency in saving throws, but it is a +2. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just,
okay.
it's just straight up
6 + 2,
modifier.
yeah.
So my hit die is 2.
4.
I think you have a D8 hit die.
Yeah, 'cause you're a warlock.
Because you're a warlock.
It's the diamond shaped one.
With this guy right here. Yeah.
So I add 4?
So I roll 2 of these.
Add 4 to you.
If you want to spend 2,
Yeah, you can spend 1, and you can spend another one too if you want.
I see.
I want
Steph.
that.
Yeah.
3 plus 7.
Yeah, so you add that to your.
Oh, you bastards.
Your, actually, I think you have 3 plus 3 is your con there. 16 is your con.
Oh yeah, 6.
Yeah. So 6. So you add 6 hit points back, but you can spend another die if you want as well.
Yeah, I'll heal up.
But you gain half back at night.
Damn.
Yeah. You have 1 dice left, Steph, if you want to spend it. I think you guys also, like, way back when, got some healing potions as
Yeah,
well.
we
Yeah,
do.
we sure have some
we've got 'em.
potions.
So I am.
I'm sorry my rats did so much damage. It's literally like hundreds of rats.
So 6 plus.
I'm at 10.
Yeah, 6 plus 4, yeah. So you get 10 more hit points back.
So I'm up to 17.
You could also, actually, maybe before you do that, for you, actually, because you also have 2 spell slots you're going to get back, so you also could do a Cure Wounds on yourself and Amalika, and then gain the spell slots back.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the thing.
Yeah, you get them back at
so
short
so
rest.
maybe instead of spending one of your hit die, because you roll at them at second level too, right? So you get 2d8 plus your spell.
Do that. Like we can save Amalika's hit dice and just do your Cure Wounds twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're always rolling 2d8 for this spell.
That's that one with the 5 there. Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. And add your charisma.
I forgot you're a warlock, which
Yeah.
is the best thing about short rest healing.
So it is 2 2s, and my charisma is 4.
So 8 for the 1.
Yep.
So
And 8 for the second one.
And then you roll it again for the second heal.
Yeah.
It's 7 plus 4, which is 11.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can decide who gets one of those if you want.
Well, you're not hurt at all, right?
No, I spent 1 hit die. I'm back at 18. So you can. I don't know if Malika's back at full or if you're back.
I'm at
full.
10 of
Okay,
20.
well, I'll give you back some more.
So yeah, take I guess maybe the 11 of those 2.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, what are you at?
I've got 17 right now, but I don't think I can use Cure Wounds on myself.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
it's a touch spell.
I've also got my Healing Hands. How does that help?
I wouldn't worry about that for now because that comes back on a long rest.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
whereas your 2 spell slots come back after a short rest, which we're
Yeah.
going to
So just an hour rest and you can pop them back again.
Okay.
Yeah, whichever. Whatever.
So yeah, maybe don't spend one of your hit die and take the 11, and then I don't know, or you could take the 8, whatever.
If she takes the 11, she won't need to spend any hit
Oh
dice.
yeah, that's true too. Whatever you want, it's your call.
Okay, well, why don't I take one of my... I'm going to take one of the the Cure Wounds for myself. So I'm back up to 17, and I'm going to keep one of my hit die.
Yeah,
Perfect.
But when do my hit die come back?
Every night.
every on.
Oh,
So
okay.
wait, you did 2 then? So then which one did you take?
Um,
The 8
what
or
were
the 11?
You said 8 and 11.
I'll take the 8.
Okay, so I'll do 11?
Yeah.
Wait, am I going from like the original one? Or we?
Take the original one rather than spending a hit die.
Okay, so I'll do 14 HP then.
But then you can also spend a hit die if you want still. That's because we're doing a
So,
long
and
rest.
the cheaper hit die gave me 4. So 8 plus 4 is 12 back. So I'm up to 19.
Perfect.
I'll do one more. Well, because we erased the
Yeah,
3,
the
so
first one's
I'll spend one just
Yeah,
to.
so technically you're spending your first one now.
Yay! And then that's plus 2.
Yeah.
So that's 7.
Yeah,
so that'll bring me up to
yeah,
20.
yeah.
Perfect. That's how healing's supposed to work.
Well, technically 21, but that's not a thing. Right.
So as you come back out and you have your meeting about Jalaxel.
Okay,
Sorry.
so three items. Number 1, we should definitely go tell the Black Staff how our meeting with the Bronze Dragon went. While we're doing that, we might as well keep our Nimble Right detector coming out because I'm thinking that maybe part of today we should do a sweep of the north part of the city, going around with our Nimble Right detector, staying far away from the docks and see if we get any of the pings.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can find our fireball assailant. And number 3 is, of course, Jarlaxle and what we're going to do about the smear campaign. Are we going to do it? Are we going to take the high road? How are you feeling here, Malika? These are your people.
I don't feel good about this. I mean, is this person possibly garbage? Probably, maybe. Does he deserve to have his life ruined? Maybe.
I mean, we could ask Vincent Trench to look into it for us. It'd be, of course, a cost there to
Yeah.
see if he deserves this smear campaign or not.
Think of it this way. We've literally ended many people's lives for money. So this, by comparison, is not so bad morally.
Well, what's like the benefit of this? I mean, we got some nice hats. I mean,
And money.
true.
And hats.
Yeah.
Yes. But like,
It's also, membership into Jarlaxle's crew. This is definitely what he's asking us to do. I'm not worried about getting away with it. I mean, I think we could very easily plant this story.
is he one of the masked, like...
He's one of the Open Lords of
No,
Waterdeep.
he's a Masked Lord of Waterdeep.
Oh, he's a Master Lord of
There's
Waterdeep.
currently only one.
Oh, okay.
So, Amalka, you'd know this as just kind of like a civics history of Waterdeep, is that most Masked Lords keep their identity secret because if you reveal your identity, chances are someone's going to kill you for your spot. So a lot of people haven't openly revealed themselves.
Gotcha.
Laeral has, because she's also exceptionally powerful as a wizard.
Cool.
And has also been alive for, I think, close to 3,000
And
years.
then why would this guy have like revealed his identity?
He hasn't revealed his identity.
Oh, so we just know.
Yeah.
So as a masked lord, he's like, I'm a pure lord.
Yeah.
But this story both unmasks him
And paints him in an
paints
unsavory
him in
light.
an unsavory light.
The people will have a field day with this.
What's the chances he's a garbage person?
I mean, we could look into it ourselves if we had the time.
I mean, what do you feel about it? I'm not even going to ask Yosef because I feel like I already know the answer to that. Like, if there's money involved, I feel like he's for it and doesn't care. Am I right?
Definitely. You know me really
Cool.
well now.
So, I don't know. I mean, do you feel like you have a moral quandary with doing this, Waywalk?
You know, when it was in the abstract, just, a story, I was really on board. But now that I know a little bit more about the consequences of this action, especially vis-a-vis, he could get murdered just by being an open lord, I do feel worse about it. Even if he is a scumbag who, philanders and does what all these things in the story says, I don't know if, he deserves to die for it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could look into it.
It's not a guarantee, but it's one of those things of if people know you're in a seat of power that it's essentially filled by vote and consensus, that it's not like you don't pass it down. So if a spot suddenly opens up, people on the council will vote to fill the vacancy.
That said, if it's true, I got, whatever, then he made his own bed.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we've taken on every other side question.
That's not strictly true. We have we have not yet smeared or helped out Schemo.
Technically, we've considered it.
We've considered, everyone's thought about
low
Schemo.
on our priority list, but
Yeah, it's like very low though.
yeah.
It's not even on the agenda.
Well, why don't we just think about it for a bit? I mean, we don't have to do this. It's not time sensitive, right?
No, not that you know of.
We know about no. All right, well let's maybe keep
We have some things. We have things.
Let's see what we can find out about Galaxy Rudderbucks, and see what the Lord's about.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, you know who would probably know? Our buddy Raina.
The Boudoir Guild people?
Yeah, well, he's a man about town. He probably knows.
Oh, Raynar.
Raynar, never remember. Yeah.
I don't know why I did not hear that. But
You actually, as you say that, you see Raynar come in through the door like that. Ding, ding, ding.
Your ears must be burning, Raynar. How you doing, buddy?
Why, are they on fire right now?
No, I was just talking about you.
Oh, hopefully good things, I hope.
Actually, they were, generally positive. You're a connected man.
I like to think so, yes.
We just heard about a lord that we're looking into him a little bit. I was wondering if you had any information. His name is
Whoa, you mean like a Lord of Waterdeep?
yeah.
I don't want to know.
No. I'm asking. You might know,
But I don't want if you're about to name a masked Lord of Waterdeep, I don't want to know.
No, I didn't say he was a masked lord of Waterdeep. He's just a.
There's not many lords in Waterdeep.
Oh, but maybe I misunderstand how this gentry works. So because we know.
Sorry,
his name.
did the DM just misunderstand you as you're saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, a
high,
when I say lord,
a
I mean
prominent
a prominent
person.
person,
Yeah, sorry,
a noble. I guess I should have said.
All right, rewind.
We're a noble of Waterdeep. We're looking into him. He might be involved in one of our investigations.
We're just curious about his character. What kind of maybe you can give us a little bit of
Well, I do hobnob with the highbrow.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, have you ever heard of a Rudderbucks?
Oh, Gaxley Rudderbust.
Yes,
Yeah,
Rudderbust.
Yes.
Oh, I heard it wrong.
Butts.
Well, there's no Rudderbuck. It's just Rudderbust. It's a very distinct name.
Yeah. No.
I continue to hear rudder butts.
He throws a lavish party. Loves his family. Helps out with charities and orphans and whatnot. I mean, the facade the surface is very, very amicable. He seems like I don't know him well, but I just know what people talk or tell
Well,
about.
you said the word facade, so like,
The highbrow always have a facade of their appearances they put out to everybody. Who knows what goes on inside their own houses?
Well, like if you.
But yeah, actually, who might know what's going on inside their houses? In the case of like what a bustier is, like who's like his main man?
Honestly, it's difficult to do, but the best way to find out is talk to the help, talk to other high nobles who know him very well. It's hard to say. The higher ups in Waterdeep keep to themselves for a very distinct reason. Knowledge is power.
That's a very good point. Actually, I like that very much. You ask an employee, they get to see a very private side of somebody. That's a very good point. Thank you very much.
It's however you treat your house workers. You get a good, at least in my opinion, how you treat your maids, your chefs, your cooks, your butlers.
Do you know where we could maybe like happen upon them, naturally, if we were to say buy them a drink one night?
They would not be coming down. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's been a string of higher ups coming down to the dock ward to slum it, if you will.
Okay.
But I don't. But actually, it isn't really he's a party thrower. He's not really a party haver.
Sorry, I meant like the staff.
Oh, it depends. I don't know much about him. Like they could just live on premises. They could travel to and from. Yeah. So I wouldn't know.
Well, he lives in the North Ward. Yeah, you got a street address for me, maybe.
Yes, he lives in the eastern part of the North Ward. There's actually quite a significant amount of he's almost super elite rich, but he's well off.
Good to know. All right. Well, that's great. Can we get you anything? Sorry, we just jumped right into business.
Oh, I actually have some business to talk to you about. I was doing some asking around of some people in the know, and I actually have some information for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks.
Well, you asked me yesterday.
Yes. No. Yeah, we did.
I hear it was a very long day for you.
The longest.
It was the longest.
He says so. The man you had the man who the person who works at the herbalism shop, Fala. Mm-hmm. I actually have some information about them.
Oh yeah.
I believe the man's name is Erstal Floxen. I don't know if you've heard that name before or not.
No, that's hold on, let me just examine my memory. Yeah. No, I think it's a new name to us.
Yeah. He apparently works for the Black Network.
The Zentarim.
Yes. And I believe from just the way I've talked and finagled just for you, that he seems to have limped off to a place in the North Ward, Gralhund Villa, which is the home to the Gralhund family. It's it's actually close to Gaxley.
Oh, that's really convenient. The Growl Hill Villa?
Gralhund. Gralhund. Apparently, the Black Network have a bit of a safe house working out of that villa.
And you say Fallon knows this Flaxton?
No, oh, just based off the description Fala gave, that we were able to track this person down.
Oh, you think that thing.
I think based on the description that from Fala and the people who have given me this information suspect that he's made it back to that villa.
Interesting.
And if he's got that stone of Golar, that's probably where he's key. It's the higher income people in Waterdeep like to build walls around their property to keep people out, little mini fortresses, if you will.
Yeah, that makes sense. Gotta stay upright.
Good things we have more things for the agenda.
Yeah, we got some busy days going on.
Well, I hear the party planning is coming along rather nicely.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
Yeah. Yosef's been doing a great job marketing, and it's gonna be fine.
Unfortunately, we're running out of money because we're too soft to kill our enemies, and we keep getting swept up in these pointless side quests.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think we're, too soft to kill our enemies. I think our enemies just happen to be stronger and roll better dice.
I think it's been a while since we've killed one of our enemies for real, And I think the Trollskull Trio might be losing their touch.
We
I wanna
literally
point out
killed
that,
a Kenku yesterday.
And you also just
That was just one of the many, many things that happened yesterday.
I feel like you're insinuating that we as a whole, but somebody missed a rat with Eldritch Blast. So, I mean, it's just, like...
Sorry, this is inside baseball here right now. We're just... It's been a rough morning already.
We've had a long morning already.
You seem kind of...
Did we even eat our breakfast?
You sort of did, yeah. You actually did. I'll say you did. You see Raynar kind of cocking eyebrows like, if you're in bed with the Zentream and you're not affluent with money, that seems a bit odd. Seems like they'd be ready to spill money all over you hand over fist.
I mean, hey, in bed with the Zentream, that's not exactly our thing.
You see him point over to the roost with all the flying snakes on it.
That's...
Wait a minute. We should have been asking for money for those flying snakes?
They did fix up the bar for us.
That is quite expensive. That's like tens of thousands of dragons.
Yeah. That's the favor because they did the bar thing. That's pretty much, that's... we know Davil. We're friendly with Davil, but, members,
Well, I mean... Davil knows the money person, the money lender in the Zentream.
Yeah, I know. I know where we can get money. It's just, I want the money to be my money,
We're legitimate. We're trying to be legitimate.
It's like, well, I wish you good luck in the party planning. And,
Thank you.
I thought you would like to know about Granhund.
No, that is an awesome lead. Thank you so much. You are considered yourself officially invited to the VIP section of the Winter Shield party.
You seem kind of take like a mocking, taken aback to, you mean I wasn't invited before?
No, of course you were, buddy. You know.
Say, well, good luck. Growlhungs are kind of, they're assholes. They're the type of people who don't tip their servers.
Oh, that's the worst kind of person.
It is. It really is.
So yeah, what else? Actually, now you hear the Growlhunds. They're a family here in the Waterdeep.
Yeah, they're one of the better well-to-dos. You see them at the theater a lot. Always like to spend more money than it appears they have.
Although they also seem to know the Black Network.
Well, I mean, if they're a safe house for them, then that probably explains where their money comes, where their extra money comes from.
Gotcha.
Okey dokes. Well.
Yeah, in fact, their house is maybe about a 10-minute walk from here.
Yeah, well, that would explain how they escape so quickly. We could go looking into a sewer, though. But maybe that was still close.
Well, if it's a sewer network, I mean, that's probably an even faster journey back because you don't have to use as the poop flows, if you will.
Yes, we know that too well.
Oh boy. Well, let's go do things.
Yeah, I think we gotta get started on our second long day here.
It's like, all right, well then I will.
The longest of days.
The longest of days, the sequel, even longer. But with that, let's take a little bit of a break after we've had rats and conferences with the Open Lord of Waterdeep. One of those I did not expect it to go there today.
It's all gone so wrong.
Trollskull Trio is going to have to do something about those rats in the basement. They are causing a whole subplot, this B storyline that I now have to deal with. It is awesome and fun, and I don't know what's going to happen next with them. We hope you've been enjoying the story so far. We hope you've been enjoying a rat bullying a gnome a little bit. That was weird. One of those things you don't expect as a DM, but it kind of just falls together and is hilarious and fun to see. As a side note, the rat's name is Nicky the Rat. There are too many rats flying around that basement for me to keep track of. It is Nicky the Rat. Vinny the Tooth is, of course, Adam's character from the Gutter Runner Society. Rod the Bod is his counterpart. And as a special announcement, next week is going to be a Gutter Runner Society where it is going to be Rod the Bod and Hildy the Wizard Rat taking on adventures in the basement of Trollskull Manor or Ratskull Manor, depending on which side of ownership you fall on. It was a great adventure to record. It was a whole lot of fun. Our faces hurt from laughing and smiling so much. I can't wait for everyone to listen to it. So that will be next week. This is a quick little intermission. So before we go, I just want to let you know you can still find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Give us a follow. We'd appreciate it a lot. Let's have some D&D conversations about what's going on in your podcast world, your game world, what's going on with ours. Let's have some fun. You can also find us on any app that plays a podcast. You can subscribe and please leave ratings and reviews. It helps out this podcast a ton if you do that. We appreciate it so much if you do that. Thank you for everyone who has done so far, and thank you to everyone who will do that in the future. We appreciate that more than you could know. The other place you can find us is on YouTube. Just Diecast Podcast. Search for it. We will be there. And, of course, on our own website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com. We should have our Discord server up and going next week. I'll let you know when that's ready to roll so we can all talk some fan and conspiracy theories. And before we go, just want to let you know our friends over at I Rolled a 4 have a great little podcast. They have that same type of chemistry that we have. It's a group of friends just having fun, playing D&D, also running Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which is a fun little book if you've read through it. Lots of options for the villains, lots of options for story. It gives you a big playground inside Waterdeep, and you can see a completely different run adventure to what I Roll the 4 is doing. It is just as fun, just as hilarious. We will play a bumper for them at the end, just before we jump back in. But that is it. I hope everyone is enjoying the summer. I hope everyone's having a great time and getting some sunlight. If you can, I love you all. Find a family member, tell them how you feel, and I will see you next week with some Gutter Runner Society shenanigans. I love you all. Have a good one.
Hail and well met, weary traveller. If you're looking for a tale of fantasy, adventure, and slapstick, you've come to the right place. It's called I Rolled a 4, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast made up of 4 characters. The caring elven cleric, Olivia.
Stop being empathetic towards spiders. I can't. I'm empathetic towards everything.
The steadfast half-elf paladin, Tikal.
I have a knife in my boot and precisely 972 ball bearings in my butthole.
We lost a few of those.
The aloof tiefling druid, Oriana.
Ori's gonna turn to Tikal and Canale and just say,
Don't die.
Don't die.
I knew it was coming.
Don't go to jail.
Make good choices.
And the lovable half-orc rogue, Canale.
Good evening, Your Grace, or however you address kings in this land.
God, incredible.
Way to blend in.
All led by the capricious and fickle God King.
Canale and Olivia both give me Constitution contest against this weasel's strength. Which again, crazy sentence.
Hear them battle industrious kobolds, uncover ancient treasures, and save the King of Neverwinter while making one hell of a mess on their way of trying to get paid.
Because friendship was the real treasure.
And then all of a sudden,
And then I start making out. I'm just kidding.
Are you interested? Then pull up a seat at our table. There's always more room here on I Rolled a 4.
Available basically anywhere you can get podcasts. Check us out at IRAF Podcast on Twitter or on Facebook for screenshots, character art, and pictures of our pets. See you at the table.
And we're back, and we have experienced some rodents in the basement and learned some things about the super rich in Waterdeep. So, what is the game plan? You've got rats, you got Jarlaxle, you got the Growlhuns, you've got Schemo, you've got Gaxley Butterblast, I think. Rudderblast, that's what it is. Rudderbust, that's what it is. Trying to remember off the top of my head without looking at the name.
No, don't worry. I'm saying things that are not accurate. Don't listen to me. I just wanted his name to be Butterbutt. So don't listen to me.
What about this hot lead on like this person who attacked our bar?
That's Growlhunt.
And I actually just looked at the map. It's literally like 2 blocks away from Trollskull Alley.
I feel like that's so close that we should definitely look into it. Get the nimble right detector out. Let's see how these leads go together. what would a puppet man and a assassin named Erstal Flaxen have in common?
Murder.
Murder? Maybe nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Although maybe actually they are not related at all, because maybe just the fireball went off and then this other person took the thing and is not the guy. Oh, wow, maybe I just solved it. Okay, let's get going.
All right, so what is the game plan?
Let's approach the building and see how it goes.
Okay, well, it's morning time, so Amalika, you've got your little umbrella sunglasses out. As you could walk over to the Growlhund Villa, you hit into like a more vibrant part of the North Ward as the houses get a little bit nicer, a little bit more painted. You notice that it's very much like if you've ever been there walking through like some like the nicer parts of like London, England, where they've got little fences and walls around their actual property and gates that shut off from the regular street. But the street actually that the Growlhund Villa is on is quite busy, and you actually have to like look both ways and actually have to time the traffic as like horses and carriages and whatnot go rolling across. And there's kind of like that little white noise murmur of just active street life happening outside Growlhund Villa. You notice it is quite large. It is 2 stories. It is an enclosed villa. And bringing up information. It does have a white stone wall that's 12 feet high that goes around the top of it. It looks like there's a 2-story house and a kind of like a carriage house, like a garage. And it does have kind of like that, that, you know, you see some houses with like the garages in the back that open up onto an alley. It's got that as well. But you notice that there's quite a few people just like going about their business on the street, walking up and down. Again, it's humans, elves, dwarves, kobolds, tabaxi, various different races out just enjoying the day business. It's everyone's bundled up. Like you see a lot more as opposed to like layers in the dock ward. These are a lot of like fur-lined collars, big poofy jackets, like fur hats and gloves and whatnot, and the fancy Victorian muffs of ladies putting their arms, their hands inside their little holders to just look fancy and keep warm.
La-di-da.
It is, you notice that the fashion in this area has stepped up quite a bit in the 2 blocks that you've gone over since Trollskull Alley.
We should have brought our hats.
Speaking of herself, I got mine right here.
I just have layers. Layers upon layers.
I think it might be wise to do a little Carl job here. Joseph, what do you think? Maybe you can do a little once-over on the place, look through some windows. Just, very light touch, maybe.
Carl, what do you say?
I'm a frozen pizza man. I do what you want me to do.
That is our current situation and relationship. Yeah, Carl, why don't you peek in some windows, take the detector with you, see if maybe we'll keep the detector out of sight.
Do you have your detector? You got to turn it on.
Yeah. So it's out. Yeah,
as soon as you turn it on, like just starts popping up and down.
Oh, well.
There you have it, Carl. Zoom in on that nimble right.
Yeah, actually, so I'm going to move away from the villa, and I assume
you notice it starts to slow down a little bit.
It's like, oh, I forgot my change. And then walk back towards the villa.
Yeah, great, and then starts speeding up and popping up and down again.
Okay, right. Oh, this is too hot.
I like that you thought to yell out, I forgot my change. Like, no one in particular, like, no one even cares.
No one. You've actually bumped into someone like, excuse me, and they didn't see you down there.
It's like that when you like realize you've gone too far, or like when you trip over something and then you have to like look at the ground and be like, oh, that thing. Like,
how dare that thing?
Yeah. Just make an excuse. Any excuse.
Just try to keep it keep it light.
When you do turn on the nimble right detector, it is going pretty nuts. You do know it gets you within about 30 feet. Mm-hmm. Like its max speed is when you are within 30 feet of a nimble right, but other than that, it's going pretty crazy.
All right. Well, maybe this is a whole thing here. Maybe.
Manor of Mortar.
I'm wondering if this is the other agency that Davil's not a part of. Mm-hmm. If we take this down, Davil would be real in our pocket. But yes, all right, Carl. I'm gonna keep the nimble right here because you can't operate it while you're invisible. I don't think.
He could. He can carry things.
I guess he can carry things and it would be invisible, but he couldn't see if it was moving or not.
That's one of those weird things. I'll say sure.
But the detector's not invisible. Like it would be like the detector would be flying around.
No, if he everything he carries is invisible.
Oh, fun.
Along with him. That's one of like those weird metaphysical like. Do you see yourself if you're invisible? Actually, no. I'm going to say no. He wouldn't be able to see
if it's moving. He could maybe feel the air of it though.
Yeah, maybe not. It'd be difficult. It'd be difficult.
I think we're in the right area. Carl, don't. I'll keep the detector safe. Carl, take a look in some windows. Let us know what you see.
Pizza Man Express, kapoof! And you see him disappear as he goes flying up. And he says, well, there's a groundskeeper and he's got some doggies down there. Looks like he's just like, oh, they've really, this place must look beautiful in the summertime. It's very well crafted. The landscaping is beautiful.
Carl, less landscaping, more espionage.
Okay, but just take a moment to appreciate it when you get inside here because it's really nice. They put a lot of effort into it. So there's the carriage house down on the left. It looks like it looks closed. No real windows there. And I'm going to fly up to the houses and the windows. And okay, that's curtains are drawn. Curtains are drawn. Curtains are drawn. Curtains are drawn. Okay, go to the big window. Curtains are drawn. I'm sensing a pattern here, boss.
Carl, can you get in through like an attic window?
No attic window. Do you want me to try one of the regular windows?
Yes.
You see him, do you have any preference? Second floor, first floor?
Second floor.
Second floor. He's like, all right. You see him kind of gently. He's like, I'm trying to open it. It feels locked. I mean, very gentle though. I don't want to like make any noise or anything like that.
Carl, knock on all the windows. See which ones you can get open.
Like knock like a door or like try and push it open?
Here's my whole plan. If Carl can open a window, me and Amalika can get inside the house, and you can distract them with your famous negotiation skills that work so well.
I feel you're being a little facetious right now. So what? He's just seen a bunch of closed windows so far.
So far, yeah, nothing.
Has he looked for any secret passages, maybe in like the carriage house?
I'll convey this to him. Carl,
chimney?
Chimney would also be an option for him.
Any secret passages or a chimney you can get down.
Boom, 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 boom. He's like, well, there's a big chimney right in the middle. The carriage house, I haven't tried yet, but I can go give it a look-see. So give me a perception check with Carl. If you've got your little card there for him. If he doesn't have a perception skill, then just his wisdom score modifier.
Okay.
Did we mean to get weapons?
Carl's wiser than I am.
I think before we jump in here,
it's a total fail.
Yeah. It's like, no, I can't. It just looks like a regular carriage house. It smells like there's horses in there.
Well, Carl can't find anything. And to be honest, even though I'm enjoying having friends, having a flying friend that is around all the time is proving to be quite vexing for me.
Hey, everybody loves pizza. Pizza Carl. That's my new branding, Pizza Carl.
That's another thing, Carl. We may need to bake you a fresh body because you're getting a bit ripe.
Yeah, pizza the day after is great. Pizza like the couple of days after, you got a health code violation.
I think this is actually still only one day after.
Oh, yeah, it actually is true. Yeah. That's actually very true.
And
it's been several episodes, only one day.
Only one day. And it's been cold.
Oh, God, did we bake Carl yesterday?
Yes.
Fuck.
Actually, I believe that episode just went up on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners. Carl is stale, but like,
fine.
I'd eat him microwave.
Yeah, totally. I've done worse.
Remember, secret tip: warm up your Carls on a frying pan as opposed to the microwave.
Really?
Keeps the flavor in, doesn't dry it out.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
Also, if you are going to microwave, put maybe some paper towel below it. Yeah, that's not bad.
My granddad taught me that. If you're going to reheat anything, always put it on the pan.
My mom did not teach me this because don't use the oven when you can use the microwave because we're poor. But
also, the weird thing is that as a weird fact I learned today, is my granddad helped inspect or did a goodwill safety inspection of a Chernobyl nuclear reactor.
Oh, wow.
It's so weird.
I don't want to watch this show because I feel like it'll give me nightmares.
It's good, but it will give you nightmares.
I don't want that.
Okay, back to our
Speaking of
investigation.
nightmares,
Pizza Carl.
Head down.
Pizza Carl, who is only a day old.
I think maybe a little down the chimney action is not amiss.
I can do that. It's a big chimney.
Yeah, make sure keep out of sight. Make sure you're not getting too much dirt in.
Well, I'm invisible.
I
But
also can't communicate with you because you're
Sorry.
far away.
Well, I mean, we're having this conversation through me.
We'll
through
say Carl
my
can.
Carl's
It's
mental
not.
link.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Oh, actually, I could also just cast message to him. So.
Yeah. It's not far away that he can just come back.
Yeah. I can also
He's
cast
like,
message.
just also, I am made of pizza, so if I get warmed up in the chimney and they're not making pizza, they may smell pizza.
I mean,
Yeah, like,
who
sorry,
doesn't love the smell of pizza? Maybe they'll order a pizza. We can get in there,
You know
and
what
then
I mean?
like we can be the pizza delivery people. It's fine. This could actually work.
You can put me in a pizza box and I can jump out and be like, it's a pizza, it's me, Carl, hey.
How would that help, Carl?
It'd be funny.
All right, if you get up there and you see a fire, don't go in.
Oh, well, there's smoke coming out of it right now.
All right, then don't go in.
There's people there. People are home.
People are home. Good to know.
Carl, any chance you could sort of race through that fire, produce a brief pizza stink, but still have enough vitality in yourself to sort of give us the sense of the land?
I can absolutely do that. And if you tell me to do it, I gotta do it.
Well, I'm trying to do this new thing that you're asking nicely, but I don't want to lose this lead. So why don't we go ahead and skip the formalities and get down there?
I'm already on my way. Pizza Carl away.
I like it when he does what he says. I forgot about that whole mental command thing, and it's very comforting.
I've sent a message. Please be safe.
It's like, I don't get that choice. I can only be safe if he orders me to be safe.
No, but just, don't try your best.
I'm
be
not
too
safe.
obvious.
Why is the spirit under my command get to be safe?
I just don't want him to give us off, that they know people are onto them.
All right, you see here for this is exactly Skizzenlosian all over again.
Yeah, a little bit.
You hear Carl's like, all right, I'm at the chimney crawling down. There's a big. It reminds me of the fireplace we have back at the manor. It's got like multiple levels, multiple flues out. So do you want me to go second level or first level?
Second level.
All right, crawling down Pizza Carl on a secret mission. As I flip to the page, what's going on? Son of a bee.
Put some pepperoni in your step. No.
Boo.
Do not fail, Carl.
No, it's great.
You're like, all right. So, clearly in someone's bedroom. There is a human lady here. She's really well dressed. There is it looks like a half orc or an orc. He's also really well dressed, kind of like a tuxedo type of thing. But he looks like he is built out of muscle and spite. That's all I can see in here.
Next room, Carl. See if you can find the nimble right.
I don't see a nimble right in here. One second.
Can you get out into the hall?
The hall, it seems the doors are locked. Yes, the doors are locked. And they seem to just be sitting here. They seem a little nervous.
Back into the chimney, Carl. Let's see what we can find out on the first floor.
Are they saying anything?
It's like, give me a perception check for Carl.
It's a half orc and a half elf, you said?
Human.
Come on, Carl.
Come and knock on my car.
Oh, wait. His intelligence score isn't as high as I thought it was. It's another fail.
He's like, I don't know. I'm going to get out of here because they may start to smell pizza real soon. Do you want me to go down a level or back outside?
Down a level.
You see him go down a level. Like, oh, there's two options here. I can either go into this big room or something that looks like a kitchen. Kitchen in the car, hiding the fact that it looks like a pizza. Comes in, he's like, oh, it's a really nice kitchen. There's no one in here, but it's really nice.
Carl, any ways out of the kitchen?
Yeah, there's 3 doors. One looks like it goes outside, and one, I don't know where the other 2 go.
Go through the first one you see, not the one that goes outside.
It's like, oh, okay. And do that. He'll go north. He opens the door. And he's like, oh my God. I'm going to be sick. There's a dead body in here.
Human?
Give me a medicine check from Carl. It's straight up intelligence.
Just a 3.
He's like, it could be human. There's not much left of her.
Decomposed.
No fresh, like stabbed in the throat and face and neck.
Oh.
Any idea who it might be? No, you don't know.
She looks like a maid. She's got like clean clothes on. Well, not clean anymore. Like soaked in blood. It's fresh. Like it's still like, I'm not going to touch the blood, but it's like, it looks like it's pooled maybe a couple of hours ago.
Good enough, Carl. Any doors in this room?
Let me check.
And tell me what else is in this
There's
room.
there's stairs. It's the laundry room. Looks like dirty laundry and clean laundry. Do you want me to search this lady or not?
Yes.
Give me an investigation check for Carl.
Oh, Carl.
You can roll a inspiration if you want.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay. I'll spend my inspiration on this. So now it's a 9.
In total?
Yeah.
You see him like, or he's like, I'm searching around. It was actually an easy check. He's like, I found a key ring. Got keys on it. Clink, 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 clink.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to go. Oh, there's another body by the stairs. Oh, my God.
Sounds like it was a real massacre in there. We might be...
Yeah. There's like arterial spray on like the stairwell. Like this looks gross.
How many bodies, Carl?
Just 2 in this room that I see so far.
All right, guys. Well, we've got these keys. We could either have Carl leave with the keys and we could go in there, or we could have Carl keep investigating. What I'm worried about is if somebody kills Carl, which happens all the time, we might lose the
100%
keys.
success rate on Carl investigating and then getting killed.
Well, why don't we have him come back out, bring us the keys?
Yeah. Good idea.
You heard them, Carl. Let's get those keys.
He's like, all right, back through the chimney, Carl, pizza Carl on the way. As you see him, and Yosef, you hold out your hands out of nowhere, just poof, set of keys on a ring drops in your hand. Clink, 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 clink.
Carl, I'm sorry about what I said earlier. And rest assured, even though that you must follow my mental commands and will continue to, at your own peril, we are friends.
Well, like I said, everyone loves pizza.
All right, based on...
But there was that's a fresh murder in there, like maybe like a couple of hours ago.
Let's get in there.
Yeah.
And there's also like that guy with the 2 dogs, the caretaker, walking around the front yard.
Let's not rush in there.
That's actually new news. Okay, so...
Actually, well, he did say...
did he? Okay.
Well, at least to Yosef he said that. There.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think we got distracted by
the architecture.
Yeah, and the landscaping.
All right.
It is. You know what? Just take a moment and appreciate the work they put in there. It looks really nice.
So here's what I'm thinking. Not a ton, because there's still a lot of unknowns here, but what it sounds like to me is that this house has gone real sideways. If it was a flop house for the Zentarim, it sounds like 2 people are holed up in a bedroom, quiet and terrified, in a locked room. Why would 2 people be in a locked room unless they are getting busy, which Carl did not say they were doing?
No, they were just standing there.
Yeah, and they looked a little afraid, you're saying?
It was hard. It was hard to read who can read a half orc anyways. It smelled like lavender in there though.
Maybe they're the murderers then. He did say built a muscle and spite, you said.
Yes, he was big half orc.
Do you think he could have escaped the room if he wanted to?
It looked like they kind of barricaded themselves in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe barricaded, which maybe indicates to me the nimble right has gone bonkers. In which case, we might need a little bit more muscle backup here.
Mm-hmm.
I myself, for example, can't damage the nimble right with my weapons. We learned that from our buddy Nim. You guys with your magics could. So I'm thinking maybe what we should do is swing by Blackstaff Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Me pick up a magical west sword.
Yep.
Whatever you want.
I want the things.
And then swing back here and save the day.
Murder toys. Murder toys.
I was soft on this plan, but the phrase murder toys really rings a bell with me. So, points for Amalika. Let's try it on the condition that we come right back here.
Obviously,
because
yes.
I've noticed that anytime we get into something dangerous and it looks like it's going to pipe up and make me feel like I'm not some sort of boring middle-aged guy struggling to operate a small business in a city that doesn't care about me, we're just kind of like, let's negotiate, or let's like do something else, or let's like feed apples to some sad sack little kid. So I'm into murder magic weapons.
See? I'm learning how to speak his language.
But I want to get right back on the plan. Right, Carl?
Yeah.
Carl agrees.
Yeah, no, this is clearly very important. And when time is wasting, let's go.
All right. So you make your way to Blackstaff Tower in the castle
moving
ward.
as fast as possible.
Hurried pace through the. There's been a light snowfall. As you get to the castle ward, you notice that the snow's actually been cleared off a lot better than it has in the north ward. Streets are clear, kind of like got that wet sheenness to them as you go walk into the castle ward. It seems like the the Blackstaff has already anticipated they kind of just wave you right on through as they see you coming up and like, yep, come on through. You hit the teleporter and right into the office of the Blackstaff.
Whoa, herself.
Good morning, Blackstaff.
Okay. Trollskull Trio.
Two orders of business. Number one, we did meet with your dragon friend.
And what is your assessment of dragon friend?
He seemed great.
Yeah, he just wants to chill out. He is a young budding dragon, as you mentioned, who just wants to build a little horde and hang out. He's very worried about going into the city. He seems pretty timid. Seems pretty chill.
He can't come into the city. He's been barred.
No, he's also worried about being murdered by adventurers. So he wants to keep his identity a little bit of a secret.
He wants to keep a low profile. He wants to just...
That we can do. We can not talk about the young dragon at the bottom of the harbor for as long as we need to.
Yeah, but I think if you give him safe harbor, he might be able to help you out one day in the future. He is a bronze dragon, he might be a little less chaotically aligned.
You see her kind of nod and smile and like, yeah, I think I will arrange a meeting in the harbor with him in the near future. But thank you for scoping it out and giving me the lay of the land, and I thank you for your work. What's your second order of business?
We need some loners for an important mission for the City Watch.
Well, you've just helped me negotiate my dragon problem. What do you need?
Murder toys.
Murder toys.
You see her kind of cock an eyebrow, like, maybe not murder toys.
Look,
you are working for the City Watch. Maybe murder should not.
Sorry,
be
I should just clarify. Joseph, who
we're going to break into a place where a bunch of murders have happened. So they're murder toys in that where they're toys that we need to investigate a murder and maybe murder the murderers. Which, does that really make you murderers? The answer is yes. Apparently.
You see the Blackstaff stops her writing, kind of like folds her hands at the desk, and she's kind of squints, so she like little wrinkles by the side of her eyes, and says, I was with you up until the murdering part.
You know what? We have to put things in perspective for him in death terms.
He is a death cult worshiper.
Yeah. So like,
that is also not helping your murder cause.
No, we don't murder people. Yeah. We simply accept that the murdering of people is the sort of push and pull of everyday life. You see, what you don't understand is that your universe is rotting.
Okay. No more death stuff.
Kind of like when a husky sees like something interesting, she kind of tilts her head and starts giving you her full attention, Joseph. It's like, go on. I'm actually very interested in this.
Oh, no.
Well, you see, whatever you may worship as a god either died long ago or is suffering from mania after several millennia of being exposed to a hyper-intelligent, enchanted strain of a sexually transmitted disease called the Poobah Shaboo. And the reason why all your earthly plans keep falling apart, all your cities keep crumbling into dust, all the hopes and dreams that you had never work out, is that we live in a flawed universe that is slowly decomposing. And all we can do for today is seize opportunities for ourselves, because no matter how big or how small, one day we all shall die. Many of us murdered by other people, other of us murdered by diseases, buildings falling down, plans going awry. And if you wish to continue our services as very loyal, whatever we are doing for you, we solve that dragon situation, we'll solve this situation. We're just asking for some tools to ensure that we ourselves are not murdered in the process. And, I think we can all agree that that is very reasonable.
You see there's a blank expression on the Blackstaff's face. She looks over at Waywocket and Amalika, then looks back at Yosef.
I give her a shrug.
Yeah. Just like, I mean, you encouraged this conversation.
I'm glad I did. I'll tell you what. I'll thank you for your services. Here is 3 potions of healing for helping us out. And I think this is where we're going to part ways, as dealing with, she just motions at Yosef, this is probably against what we do here, as we're about preserving life and not murdering people.
I think you misunderstand what Yosef is going for here. He is infused with healing magic. He is not pro-death. He just understands the inevitability of its existence.
He's accepted it.
He said murder like 8 times since he stepped in the aisle.
I know. He's really gone overboard on that.
But he's like made great strides.
We're working on breaking down these instincts. Yeah. What we are doing, Blackstaff, is investigating the fireball that went off yesterday. We have tracked down a very hot lead to the house in the
North Ward,
the Groundhog Villa. We believe a Nimblewright is the culprit.
It's gone rogue.
It's gone rogue.
It's maybe been corrupted.
It's probably murdered people.
Oh boy. It's
And without that, without your help, you will be putting my life in danger, because I'm going in there to solve this problem. And if I don't have the tools to do it, that will be the end of me.
You could always just call the City Watch.
Well, this is probably above the pay grade right now. I think this is very important. And, you can't just go busting in. So we're doing that.
Give me a persuasion check, unfortunately made with disadvantage. Sorry about that.
I'm very persuasive, though.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I rolled a 2 and a 20.
Oh. No!
Oh well, I should have spent inspiration. That's my fault. It says 9 in total.
9 in total? You see her kind of shake her head and says, I'll tell you what. I like you guys. You've done some good for the city so far. I'm not sold on this death cult thing with future advice when coming to visit the Blackstaff, the head of the Magister's Watch for magical crime inside Waterdeep. Maybe don't lead off with the first couple of words involving murder unless we're going to stop
Yeah, that is what we're doing. This guy is just going real hog wild today.
Our dark elf sorceress friend here led off with murder toy.
Yeah, because I need to keep him interested. He's like a cat.
Murder toy did really capture my attention.
You see her say, before we lend out any of the lethal magical abilities, tell you what, prove to me that you don't need them first, and then we'll open up the vaults to you.
Oh.
I thought I got this as a guild member.
I feel like this was promised to us.
Oh, they are, but when you come in spouting about murder, death cults, and my urge to lend out these items...
But again, we went in and talked to the dragon,
and you didn't need any magical items to do that. We gave you a potion.
Well, yeah, to breathe underwater.
Yeah. We can give you a ton of magical potions if you want.
Well, I don't want that.
Well, Yosef, you're on my real shit list today. You fucked up 2 things for me. They were really big. And you fucked them both up fast.
Well, on that note, speaking of potions, just as a sidebar and remembering one of the fuck-ups here, do you have anything for rats?
For rats? What's the rat situation
They're
like?
really taking over our mana.
Like, there may or may not be a rat army in our basement, like a literal
rat
army.
Yeah, do you have like a warding spell for rats?
Yeah, or like...
I know someone who can do that actually for you.
That would be great.
That's not so bad, actually. Yeah,
she's out. I have to call her in. She's out of town right now, but it'd take a day or two to...
If you wouldn't mind, that would go a long way for repairing this trust.
Let's start there.
All right, well, if I live, we'll see how this goes, lady. Bye!
And at some point, we'll have to have a deeper conversation about what this death cult means and how to properly request or put forth a requisition for items that don't involve the word murder toy in it. Also followed by an explanation of the death cult you're a part of.
Well, again, I would have reined that in if you hadn't encouraged him to keep talking.
Listen, I was excited about the murder toys, and I thought that you had some and you would give them to us. In terms of the Pooba cult of the holy absence of the Pooba Shabu doesn't have much of a pitch per se, as much as just sort of accepting that we're all going to die and the universe will end, and nothing that we have done will be of any importance to the universe that is born afterwards.
See?
So in terms of if you want me to give you a pamphlet or a form, or you want to talk about it, or, maybe we just, don't talk about it and like get a little crazy, have a little wine, sing a little songs, have sex with a couple ghosts, like, I'm cool.
Which is now approved by the Boudoir Guild. Just
well, it's always been approved by the Boudoirs Guild. Everyone has their own fantasies and kinks in bed, but it's more we've just dealt with a dragon cult that was trying to end the world.
No. The beauty of this cult is not that we're trying to end the world, but that the world is ending. So there's nothing you need to do to speed it up or slow it down. Think of all of the things that you worried about just this morning as some sort of busy sorceress in some sort of important position in this town.
Just make it stop.
I was going to say, give me persuasion roll.
Oh, wow.
That's heating up. 21.
21?
Now think of yourself on a beach in the middle of a ghost orgy, buying a really nice jewelry for yourself, burning someone's house down, and just whatever you want to do with the knowledge that it's not going to really matter. When you are in that mind space, you are in the bosom of the Pooba Shabu, slowly being infected and decomposed by its dark energies.
You see her lean back in her chair, and he kind of creaks back into that old wood, and she says, "Well, I hope you accept my apologies. I was very quick to judge, and I think unjustly so. I didn't understand. You have to understand, the city's still a bit on edge since the dragon attacks and the dragon cult. But I think I understand a bit better."
And I get it, because this has been a really weird 24 hours to me. I mean...
Does anyone smell pizza, by the way? Is that just me?
No, that's Carl. It
smells freshly warmed up pizza, too.
Have you ever had a day where it feels like your life has just turned upside down? Like, we were adventurers, and we were having adventures, and we were making money, and I was going to bring the money back to the order. But then our bar got attacked, and I got angry, Like, in my old life, I would have been more like, oh, like our bar burnt down. That's what happens to a bar. But this time, I feel attached to it, and I feel mad, and I feel like I want to hurt somebody who hurt me, and I want to hurt people who hurt my friends, and I want to protect my friends and make sure my friends are safe. And now I have friends, and now I have this friend that follows me around all the time, and I love him, but I keep making him die, and it's all very confusing for me. And I think I also need to follow my own advice and find that space again where I know that nothing matters because everyone will die, and just kind of relax a bit on all of these subjects, including the subject of murder toys. So I think we should go on our own way. You should go on your way. And what we're saying is anything you've got that would help us not die over and above these healing potions would be greatly appreciated. And obviously, that you've got a top seat at the VIP table of our Winter Shield party. And don't tell me you haven't heard about that.
You see her chuckle a little bit. She leans over to a drawer in her desk. You hear the wood kind of hear ruffle around. She pulls out 2 forms of paper and she hands them to Waywalk and says, "These are some requisition forms. They're for you and Malika. I think for now it'd be the safest if we don't equip Captain Death Cults with the Pooba Shabu here. just yet.
I think that's fair.
That's very fair. That's very
It
fair.
seems wise.
All right, thank you, Blackstaff.
Just fill out the forms and submit them to the armory on your way out the door.
Will do. All right, we gotta get back to that.
We got the potions, right?
Yep.
Sure. Let me write down.
2d4 plus 2.
Are you just collectively adding them?
Well, I'll put mine down on my sheets if you'll put yours on yours.
You
So
should
what are we doing?
already have them as like.
So I already had 3. Am I up to?
Oh.
I'm up to 4 now.
Is this
Yeah.
a different one? Like,
It's
is it
the same
still-
thing. It's the same
Okay,
thing.
so I just have 4.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
I'll change
And if you have your magical items all ready to go,
yeah. So
Oh shoot!
yeah. So actually,
We
the
can-
book's
we-
behind you. Yeah, maybe a quick pause.
yeah,
for
take a
the
quick
readers.
break. All right, so we are back. Magical items that are acquired. Waywalk. What did you pick up from on a lender from?
I grabbed a +2 rapier, so I do +8 to hit and 1d8 +6 piercing damage. Magical styles, so it cuts through a nimble right's resistances.
Nice. Amalika.
I didn't think of things like the nimble rights.
No, this will actually.
But we can hurt the Dimmelright with magic.
Yes.
Ah, yes, but I know it's like
He
resistant to like a
is-
whole lot.
Oh, he's magical resistant, magical weapons. Actually, no, I think he'll take lightning damage. I just have resistant to him.
Maybe it'll fry his little circuits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
He's
have
resistant, yeah.
the wand
Poison.
of lightning bolts. I don't know what part of this is important.
You gotta cast lightning bolt through.
Yeah, it's just lightning. It's just very fancy lightning, and I'm gonna fuck some shit up.
That's why you do the side quest to make friends with the people who have the big guns.
Yeah, except we almost.
Almost not.
Almost not. Yeah, a +2 is definitely like a second or third tier item.
They're on loaner,
Yeah,
so
they're
it's
on loaner.
at some point they'll have to give them back. And I believe if you also run out of charges, Amalika, you may. I can't. We'll say you have to give it back when the time is allotted.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the future, I want to swap this thing for a different weapon. But
Yeah.
this is the thing I want for right now.
So
Can I
you
get to cast third level version of the spell?
Yeah, it's like super dope for level 2.
Whoa,
3
cool,
rather.
cool.
remember with great lightning bolt power comes great lightning bolt responsibility.
I don't feel it does.
All right, back to the villa. Let's see if we can find a quiet way in.
All right, so you head back to the villa. Again, still very busy street out front. Blue sky still. We'll say it's about mid-afternoon, as it looks like just like the lunch rush of people going to and from places of business and food and occupation and whatnot. As you stand in front of the white stone walls of the Growlhorn Villa,
All right.
what do you do?
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go in through the back if we can. Carl, you're up our eyes in the sky. Let us know where that caretaker is with his dogs. We want to avoid him at all costs.
Say, right, Pizza Carl, away! As you see, or you don't see, but he flies up and he says, "It looks like he's kind of he's doing like a kidney bean shape pattern. He's just like walking around with these 2 mastiffs, and he's like just making sure the snow is nicely kept off the paveway. A lot of trees without any leaves on it, so there's not a whole lot of cover or places to hide. It seems like a very open area, but he just seems to be doing a circuit.
And he's in the front yard?
Yeah, he's like doing like in the front yard. He's not going back near the there's like a couple of doors in the front door, and there's like a side door which will lead to the carriage house, and he doesn't seem to be going near the carriage house doors at all.
Let's check out the carriage house.
Yeah, we'll head if we can sneak in without him seeing us.
Well, you've got like a 12-foot wall that you can go around. Like
Okay.
the carriage house is like Carl described it to you. It's like the wall comes around. The carriage house is part of the wall. There's like a door that opens up so the carriage can go out into the back alley and travel out.
Yeah, we'll head around that way.
Yeah, so you come around the big brown oak door with like a big metal bar clasp. Looks like it's a sliding door. And you notice that on the door and the clasp is a big shiny metal lock.
Yeah. Well, we have some keys here.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to try using, I'm just like already on it, like trying to like.
You go
key after
like
key.
3 or 4 keys in on the 5th key. Click. It opens up. Give me an Arcana check on the lock, though. or if anyone else has Arcana as well.
I got a 14 on that.
14? That should be enough.
25, just in case.
Waywocket and Yosef, you do notice that it looks like a regular metal lock, but there's kind of like that arcane shininess, shimmer to it. That there's this lock has been normally would be a normal lock, but looks like it's been magically enhanced in some way. But if you got the key, opens it up. It opens up and you notice that you can see staring you right in the face are 2 horses. They're kind of like a little surprised at it. And you notice that this beautiful black and redwood carriage has been set up. It looks like it's ready to go. Like the horses have been yoked and attached to the carriage. And everyone give me an investigation or perception check, your choice.
Investigation for me.
I'm just not
Same
holding
deal.
my
It's a
breath.
10 anyway.
Oops.
Ooh.
Oh, 6 plus which one? Investigation or
perception, your choice.
oh, perception's much better, but not much because I have a shitty roll. But 9.
9.
10 for me.
20 investigation.
20.
Wow,
It looks like it was like a regular carriage, but as you look, you notice that there's a fine layer of dust on the carriage. It looks like this has been prepped, but not. It looks like you get the impression someone's prepped in advance, but not taken off in it yet. Yeah, like it looks like the horse has been sitting here for a bit.
So like they're maybe like hungry horses a little bit.
A little hungry, a little agitated. They've been standing not in their stalls, but like in like a state of ready to go.
This is something seriously wrong here. Yeah, we gotta. Okay. Good horsey.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh, jeez. Well, that should have been well. We'll see.
They were agitated.
That's probably decent. That is a 17.
Oh yeah, you see them about to kind of like rear up and get a little spooked, but they kind of smell that pizza smell, and it's kind of coming from your general area, and it seems just like to calm the horses down as they just kind of come down, like give a sniff of your hand in your bowler hat, just kind of and just kind of calm down a little bit. Don't make any noise.
Good. All right.
So there is, 1 second, let me address the map. I'll drop rooms if we need them. There are 2 doors in here. One has a window you can see leads out. You can see the side door to the villa just in front of you. And there's also a door near the stalls or the stables of where the horses are kept.
This horse thing's just making me think of John Wick 3, but that's a complete separate.
Let's check out the room in here while we're here.
Simple wooden door. It's not locked. You open it up and it looks like it's just like a kind of like a shoeing room for like horse riding supplies and stuff like that. And just sitting on one of the tables, not expecting anyone to be in here, is you see 4 horseshoes that looks like they're made out of gold and silver.
Oh.
And there's also 2 saddlebags.
Let's search the saddlebags.
You open up the saddlebags and you can see 4 gold bars.
Let's just help ourselves to those.
They weigh about 5 pounds each, and you also, through the magic of assessing gold, probably about 250 gold each.
Damn.
Well, I mean, this might be a reward for helping them out for now.
I mean, those horseshoes might be worth something too if they're made of gold and silver.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh no.
25 again.
25. Ooh.
No, I just don't
Not
care
much.
anymore.
I'm wasting all these.
Just
on
a 10.
Waywocket, you actually pick up a magical aura coming off of these horseshoes. You've actually saw these when you're going by the armory to pick up some magical items. These are known as horseshoes of speed.
Oh, and we sold these in my uncle's shop, actually.
Essentially, you put them on a horse and it lets them like levitate and go really fast.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
How do they fit a mule?
As long as it's got cloven feet, you're good to go.
I don't think that's true, but I'm gonna accept it.
I mean, Fablin can fly. Think of how sweet that would be.
Your infatuation with Fablin is concerning.
He's the unseen MVP of this podcast. All right.
I feel concerned about that assessment.
All right, if you want to take the gold, maybe.
Poor Alvin also.
Alvin's done so much.
Yeah,
I know.
you really overlook Alvin.
It's like Alvin sitting here cursing, like, just like, way walking.
I like sometimes thinking of a back at the bar sort of thing where like Alvin's like cutting his hand, peeling apples, or like unclogging a toilet, or like, just, like
I'm so unappreciated.
It's like cleaning up the vomit on the side of the bar. It's like, or just like doing spreadsheets. Like, okay, so the food orders
like
have to come in.
trying to repair that wine barrel I just like Elvish blasted into pieces.
For the listeners at home, I rolled
Alvin and the Trollskull Trio.
In Xanathars, there's like a life events table you can roll on, and I rolled the maximum life events for Waywocket because of his age. And so I was like, all right, well, here are like the random boons I got. And it was like one common person who was a life debt to you. I was like, that's awesome. that's the origin of Alvin. And then I had to write him into my backstory. It was great.
All right, so you are in the carriage house.
Right.
And you're looking out. There's a door right across the way from you. That's what Carl says led to the kitchen. And I've just noticed that there's actually not a hidden door, but off to the side is another door into a different part of the building. So think of it as kind of like a from the top, it's kind of like almost like a U shape. And you're coming in at the right side of the U.
So I definitely want to get inside that villa. However, I propose we indulge in a little light larceny / collecting what we are owed morally for this thing. Why don't we have Carl just take these little here gold bars and just like smuggle them out, you know?
Well, we should keeping an eye on the general facility. How's our groundskeeper doing?
Carl says like he's doing a circuit, like he'll go out of sight a couple of times. Like I can tell you when he's out of sight, and you guys can dash over and get in the house if you want.
That'd be a good move.
I guess it's worth more than this gold, but we should come back for this gold later.
I can carry the gold, or we can carry the gold. The gold is gold. These are gold bars.
You can grab a gold bar and put it in your pocket.
All right, well I'll do that. Better than
there are 4 of them. 250 each. That's a lot of cheddar.
Well, I'm grabbing 2.
Yeah. How do you feel about this moral quandary?
I'm just gonna let you do this. I'm taking these horseshoes though.
Well, Malika, that means it's 2 each. It's a good time to evaluate
right.
which. Oh, I was gonna say it's a good time to evaluate which side are you on, but you really jumped right in there.
I mean, we're poor, and those rats are really fucking with our profits here, and you know, like we got to get some stuff to get rid of them, and I don't know. It seems like a lot of people in this house have been murdered.
They're not going to miss it.
I will say you're going to need to give me a stealth check, but you get advantage with the help from Carl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, no.
So it's the best of...
Best
no,
of
it's
2.
the worst of both rolls.
No, it's the best.
It's the best of
Best of both.
Oh my god, they're both 3.
So wait, stealth?
Stealth.
Oh, shit. Yeah, not the worst roll. What's 17 plus 5? Math.
22.
22.
Yep, cool. I'm very tired.
Zip and zip as you see Malika and Waywocket. I assume Waywocket is going to get out.
I got 19.
Yeah. So, what did you get?
Both double 3s.
What's your stealth score in total?
Straight up
probably
0.
not. Yeah, I think it's 0.
Oh, no.
You see Carl like, all right, go. All right, go. You know, I really like saying the word go, and then you see Yosef go running across as you see the groundskeeper perk up his ears, and you see these 2 big mastiffs kind of...
When I see that, I'm gonna put an illusionary smell of steak on the other side of where we're going.
Yeah, you see the 2 mastiffs go almost running at, or they look like they're making a path towards Yosef, and you see him kind of like do that scamper and kind of skid in the snow a little bit, and then you see him kind of like get confused, and he's like, no, what do you, no, don't do it, no, get over it, there's something behind and you see the 2 dogs go running off into the northwest corner of the villa. I will say you get an action right now to figure out, you've got the kitchen door in front of you, another door off to your right. Which door are you going to go into? Both doors are currently locked.
What does the other door out to the right look like?
You don't just look like a wooden. There's like a regular wooden door. There's no window into it like the kitchen has.
Do I know that? Do I recognize the kitchen from Carl's investigation?
Yeah, you can see through the window and see it's clearly the kitchen door.
Okay, that seems like the safer bet. I'm going to run for the kitchen and start trying keys in the lock.
Second key and opening the door, and I assume you lock the door on the other side as you go in.
Sure. Did these guys come with me?
Yeah. If we're waiting there, he has the action to open the keys.
So you enter the kitchen and it smells like someone's freshly started cooking in this room. You do notice that on the little window in the door, there's also kind of like a pull down, like a sunblind thing on the kitchen door as well.
Well, I'll pull that down.
As you now block line of sight from the groundskeeper, as you can actually hear footsteps at the side going, bloody dogs. Who knows what they've seen? Smells like steak and pizza. I'm hungry. As you see him hear him footsteps walk away.
All right, that was close. Now, let's keep it real quiet in here. No yelling.
So you have a door to the north and a door to the south. A giant fireplace that looks like it's got food cooking on it. And it looks like the food is getting close to ready to start burning soon as well.
I'll go to the north door and listen.
Give me a perception check. And Carl says, this is the door I went in through earlier.
Mm-hmm. That is a 20.
You hear absolutely nothing.
Can Amalika take the food off of the fire just so it's not bringing anyone who might be around down?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So Amalika grabs something to protect her hands and picks the food up off of the fire, sets it down on the table, takes a nice sniff of it, just
smells like pork loin. Some vegetables and rosemary woven into it.
This smells good. Who just left this here? This is hard work. This takes a lot of time to do.
Oh yeah. This is a really nice place. This is a really nice place.
I know, but they've just left it. Everything's just been
stone cobble floors. So if you spill anything, it's but the counters are wood with a nice marble top on top of it, and there's kind of dry meats and cheeses just hanging by the window. It smells like good home cooking every single time.
We should just send the rats here.
Yeah, that's not a bad plan. All right, I don't hear anything here. Let's try this north door here.
That was the north door you listened at, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Carl said that's the one he went in. And as you open it up, you see there are basins and soap and sinks and buckets with fresh laundry in them, and the body of a human female face down pool of blood that's now since dried up. And as you look around to the stairway that goes up, you can see also another servant who's just looks like just had his throat slashed, and that arterial spray goes up the side of the wall. It's also dried and dripped down and caked on the side of the wood wall.
Gonna follow those bodies up this stair.
Wait, let's send Carl ahead of us.
All right, Carl, head down through the chimney, meet us here.
All right. He says, all right, it goes up into a hallway. It's kind of like a T-junction hallway. There's 3 doors, one at the end, and then 2 doors on the little hallway thing.
But he's already been in this room. He
hasn't been in the hall. Did you send him up the stairs? Sorry?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone up the stairs already. Yeah. So he's saying there's 3 doors.
Yeah.
Try the first one, Carl.
Okay. He goes and tries the first one. It is unlocked. He opens it up and he's like, it looks like quarters, maybe a servant's quarters. They look empty and it wasn't locked. I could see a small little bed and a nightstand and a dresser for, he opens up. Yeah, there's butler clothes, tuxedos and stuff in here.
Well, the butler probably didn't do it. Go to the second one.
He goes sliding around, and he opens up. He's like, "This one's unlocked too." And he's like, "Yeah, it's got cleaning supplies and like clothes, coveralls and stuff. I think this is a servant's quarter or something, maybe the maid or something like that. It's a diary and some candles and stuff like that."
Third door, Carl.
He opens it up and he says, "Yeah, this looks like where the chef was. It's got some cooking whites and some fancy carving knives and stuff like that, all laid out, freshly sharpened. But nobody home.
Any other doors up there?
Nope. No, this is just it.
All right. I think we have to try the south door.
Carl says, maybe a servant's quarters kind of thing.
Okay, so we're in the servant wing here. Gotcha. Okay.
So he comes back down and he says, "Yeah, I haven't been through the south door yet."
All right, let's listen at the south door.
All right, give me another perception check.
It's an 8.
You smell what seems like salted meats and jerky and cheeses and whatnot. It smelled very similar to your basement before the rats moved in.
Weird. All right, let's open this door.
You open it up, and you see two corpses on the floor. One appears to be a halfling male with like a chef's hat on and a chef's kind of smock. It looks like he's been stabbed multiple times in the chest. And the other is an old, balder human male who appears to be had just like stabbed in the side and kind of like a small little blood trail of being dragged in through another door.
Is he dressed as a servant also?
He is dressed as a servant also.
Any other doors?
There is the one you came in, one that looks like it's a small one that looks like leading to the outside, and it looks like it's got a metal bar across the back, so it's kind of barred from the inside. It doesn't look locked, but it looks, if you just lift the bar up, easily open, and a door heading out to the west.
Would the west head towards like the more main part of the building?
You think so, yeah.
Okay. I think that way.
I totally zoned out.
Yeah, no worries. I'll listen at that door.
All right.
It's 16.
You hear the sound of fighting coming from this room, like kind of cursing, metal clanking on metal and whatnot.
I think this is where the action is, guys. Are you ready?
Let's send Carl ahead first. So I'm going to open the door and allow Carl to fly through.
I guess like a little peek.
Just give me a stealth check to open the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you advantage because they don't know. They're kind of preoccupied with something else.
5.
So the door opens up and immediately hear clanking and screaming and stuff. Carl flies out. It's like, oh my God. Oh, this room is beautiful. Oh my God. There's bodies everywhere in here. Oh my. And like the chandelier is really nice. And like the stone floor is beautiful. And the wood paneling is like, and there's like bodies everywhere. Some are dressed in black. Some have like armor on them. Like it's, oh God. And there's like a fight going on. There's like people with knives and swords and shields and daggers. And there's a mess happening here right now.
Is there a nimble right there?
It's like, no, these all look like they're human.
What the fuck?
Are they fighting each other?
They are fighting each other, and they it is hard to say who is winning right now.
I'm very confused.
Maybe we should. It sounds like another gang war.
Yeah. Can I stealth into the room?
Yes. Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, all right.
Passive perception.
Yeah, and try to like get in behind a table or something. It's a 19.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's so much. There's a lot of chairs and tables just put off to the side. You can see like the carpet's been crumpled. You notice that there's like a large portrait hanging above the fireplace that Carl was telling you about earlier. It's got a picture of a lady and a man in very fine, kind of like people dressing up for their best portrait, and a kid in the portrait as well. But it looks like you don't even need to roll a check. Like there are Zentaremes fighting. It looks like guards of the villa with like these tabards of like the Growlhund logo, which is kind of like a sword and a arm holding a hammer crossed over each other on a shield, and they are going at it. And it's like the clamor of battle. And you notice that on the ground, there are two Zents who have been killed by the guards, and they pay you no mind. They are just wailing away at each other.
Wow. We're really in over our heads here, guys.
Maybe if they all kill each other, we can figure out what they were fighting about.
Like back out and just.
I feel bad for these gods, though. I don't know.
What side should we take?
There is a door sort of a way across from you, and up to the northwest you can see a bigger staircase that leads up. Two doors off to just across from you.
I think we should find those people that were hiding before.
Okay, I'm going to send Carl up the staircase.
Up the staircase. He heads up and he's like, all right, going up there. There's a big, fanciest staircase. There's a foyer here. Oh, there's more people fighting. The black suit people and the armored people. Oh, and the door has been barricaded from the outside by the guards, and it looks like the black leather people are trying to get in past the door. And there's more. Some guard people and some Zent people are also dead on the ground as well here. There's a full-on fight happening.
Okay, well, this sounds like too many people.
Give me a perception check for Carl.
Just a 4.
Just a 4. He's like, no, like everyone's yelling and screaming like this is a mess up here. Like they are definitely trying to prevent people from getting into this room.
Okay, well, this seems just a little bit like just over our heads. Like this just seems.
There is another door that isn't barricaded. You want me to try and get through that one?
Try it, Carl.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is very, very reminding me of. He goes to try and he's like, no, this one. This door's locked.
Huh.
None of the keys work. He can't take any of the keys.
He doesn't have the keys.
He doesn't have the keys.
Oh, right.
Well, I could try stealthing my way up there. I could disguise myself as a Zentarine.
But you might get stabbed.
I might get stabbed.
You probably have a greater chance of getting stabbed as a Centurine than like just some random.
I will say these guards are beefed out in armor. They look stronger than the Zents. There's just more Zents of them than there are of the guards.
If we can shave those numbers, maybe the guards will tell us what they know about the Nimblewrights.
This just sounds like death.
I think it's maybe time to call in the City Watch. What do you guys think? It's time to call in the Fuzz.
Yeah,
but if we do that, we might lose our chance of finding out what happened.
I mean, we took some gold. We're already kind of ahead here. Like, I feel like maybe we call in some backup. We figure out what's going on. Couldn't hurt. And, like, evens out the odds a bit.
Can we use our badges to communicate to the watch? Or no it's just the AC boost and that we're tracked all the time?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the clue to finding out who attacked our manor is in this house.
Sure, but I mean, we can still investigate the house once the City Watch comes and helps us sort this out.
De-escalate the violence. They could definitely get us in here. I think it is. We got to contain the situation. This is more people than we can take on.
I agree. This is too much.
Not if we join a side.
I still think that is dangerous.
Which side? We don't know much about these.
Well, we do know the Zents.
Yeah, we know the Zents.
Well, we know some of the Zents, I think.
Yeah, we know some of the Zents. We don't know who these guys are on. These Growlhuns might be a good ally, but we don't want to necessarily burn our bridges with Davil so soon.
So you were telling me this morning that you wanted to go on a whole side quest because you were worried about ruining a man's reputation. And now, a couple feet away from you, innocent men are literally dying. And
my liver!
Refuse, just like that guy there, right in the liver while we sit here talking about it. And you refuse to help them because you're worried about endangering a business contract?
I mean, I don't think either of us are discussing not helping them. We're trying to de-escalate it with the City Watch, with more help.
Yeah.
So, realistically, we're offering to help everybody survive here and not just one side or the other.
As a DM, you can try and de-escalate it with words if you wish to talk to these people.
Oh, no. Why'd you say that?
All right.
I'm just trying to put out all the options on the list. It's not,
yeah.
This isn't like you can fight if you want, you can talk it if you want. Your varying degrees of success depend on how you do.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't feel like this is a good option.
You don't have to do it. You can also go get the City Watch as well. Like all options are on the table for you.
All right. I think it's worth sending a sending scroll to the City Watch. Have them barricade, because this is more people than we can take on. Either way, you are right that that is a complicated thing, but there are many balls I'm juggling here, Yosef.
We're playing a lot of sides, and
We're playing a lot of sides. It's a dangerous game. But you are right. There is definitely a moral imperative here to help the rightful owners of this house. All right.
You hear Carl say, "It's true. When you play the game of dragons, you either live or you pizza pie." See, because I'm pizza. I just slipped that in there. Pizza Carl.
All right. I'm gonna spend one of these scrolls. So I'm gonna roll out a scroll of sending to what are their names?
Saith and Cromley.
Yeah, probably the Cromley.
Horatio and
Barnabas Blastwin and Saith Cromley.
Yeah, Saith. Yeah, I'll send it to Cromley. The violence at the Growlhound Villa, Zentarim and Villa Guards will try to de-escalate now.
You're going to try and de-escalate now?
Well, does he get ascending back?
He gets to send a message back.
How long will it take you to get here?
First of all, give me a D20 plus your intelligence. Oh God, if I have to roll on the scroll mishap change.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll spend my inspo. No, don't need to. It is a 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
You hear him say, "We can be there in 5 minutes."
All right. Okay, we got 5 minutes to snoop around under this cover of violence. All right, I'm gonna go try to find that locked door. I'm gonna try to sneak up there and I'll grab the keys from you. Do you want to stay here?
I can say any stealth check will be made as like a group skill challenge. So you don't, even if somebody fails, as long as the majority still hits the target number, you'll still be.
Let's hit that second floor locked room.
So are we going all together?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So everyone give me a stealth check. If you want to do anything to improve your odds or anything like that, let me know. But it's just a straight up roll.
I can set up some. I'll put an illusion spell blocking some of our motions as we move by.
I'll give you advantage on that.
All right.
So everyone gets advantage on the stealth check.
14.
18 plus stealth.
Yeah.
18 plus 5, 23.
Perfect.
22.
Perfect.
For me.
14.
You slip right through the field of battle in the Grand Hall. The stone looks immaculate and shiny. Someone, aside from the blood and gore and carnage,
Of course.
Some tables have been overturned, some chairs have been smashed, but it looks like the guards and the Zents are too engaged in battle. As you make your way up to the grand staircase, which is like this lovely brown oak with like this red carpeting that goes up, and you actually notice it doesn't give you advantage, but it does hide your footsteps clumping up the stairs. There are also 2 other doors in the grand hall if you wish to go that way, or you're just going right for the stairs.
Let's go right for the locked room at the top of the stairs.
All right. You're going to have to give me another set of stealth check as well. As you see, it's essentially the 2 guards have their backs against the wall. You see like benches and coat hangers and coat racks kind of like barred as an X in front of like these like grand set of wooden doors. As you see Zents and veteran guards on the ground as they seem to be just like scrapping out the swords and shields and daggers. You hear just the sound of combat like clanking back and forth. So
We
Is
still
this
have
regular?
advantage?
it's a regular one so far right now.
Well, I got to put an illusion that will like mimic the hallway down.
Yeah, so I'll give you advantage on that again.
Okay.
I will say you will not be able to open the door if you're doing the illusions though.
Sure, that's fair enough.
A 9.
16.
That's good.
21.
I rolled a 20, so it's
You're
26.
good. So it's group skill challenge. You succeed and you manage to stay behind the series of illusions that Waywocket is doing with his minor illusion. And you come up to the locked door where Carl, you kind of smell that pizza smell again as Carl's like, the door's locked. I don't know what to do in here.
Okay, we'll try. I've still got the keys, so I'm going to keep trying my keys.
It's on like the 6th key. You open up and it opens up for you. And it opens up into, it looks like kind of like a washroom. Like it's got like a wash basin and a bathtub and stuff, but there's another wooden door on the other side.
Okay, I'll try that. Is that locked?
It is locked.
I'll try my many keys.
You try your many keys again as it opens up like on the very first key, but as you try and push the door open, it feels like someone's put a barricade on the other side.
There's something important in here.
You'll need a strength athletics check.
Can we all push together for
Advantage?
Someone getting advantage?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Who's the strongest among
It's
us?
not me. I'm a -1.
I'm also -1.
What am I looking for?
Your top strength modifier there.
Is Carl the strongest?
-3.
Carl the strongest person in the group?
No, Carl actually has -2.
Oh.
So
Are we all negatives?
Yeah,
we're not very strong.
Yeah, we're the
Jesus.
weakest ass team.
Okay, well, I'm there, so I'm pushing.
Yeah, I'll push too, so you had advantage on this.
Okay. Hiya! Push. 9.
You go, boom, you put your shoulder into it. It doesn't budge.
Here, let me lead. Can he assist me in a try?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see how this goes. Wow.
Oh, nice.
18.
18, you see Waywalk go arching back using the illusion. He dropped, or no, you're in the wash basin. Right?
Yeah, illusions drop. Yeah.
You actually see him kind of like parkour off the side of the wall, just get like a bit of extra running room, and kind of like fastball specials himself into the door as you see it, boom, bust open. And you notice like this beautiful, immaculate bedroom. There's lovely carpet on the floor. There's like a canopy bed. The windows have been closed and have their drapes drawn. There's a writing desk. And you do notice that there is a man in black leather armor. It looks like most of his hair has been burned off. And you see him with a rapier out holding a gray stone with 3 eyes in his hand. As you see him say, "Who the hell are you?" As we're going to call it there for the week.
Good. Yeah, good.
What a cliffhanger.
Yeah, good cliffhanger.
I drew Pizza Carl.
Oh, Pizza Carl.
Look at his little eyes. His nose is a
cute.
mushroom.